What's up, guys? Welcome to our first video on this channel. My name is Dylan, and I'm joined by my co-host and good friend, Julian.
What's up, guys?
So what do you want to talk about? Start with the UFC?
I think so.
Okay, the first fight.
I really forget.
You didn't even see it.
I didn't. I was eating.
You were driving here.
Oh, yeah.
Mickey Gall versus Nunes. Mickey Gall got fucked up.
Did he get knocked out?
No, he didn't get knocked out, but like when the fight started, it was Mickey Gall was hitting him. I'm like, oh yeah, Mickey's about to get this shit. Tired as hell. After like 30 seconds, he was tired as shit.
Jesus.
And the dude he fought, I believe they said, oh, not Munez. That's the guy that fought fucking Garbrandt. It's Diego Sanchez is who he fought. Diego Sanchez is the only guy left from the first season of The Ultimate Fighter.
Damn.
The only guy left.
Jesus.
Yeah, he's got a lot of fights, and he just fucking killed Mickey.
He's just a veteran.
Like, he just fucking...
Because Mickey's like, what? How many fights? Like,
it was like
5?
His 6th fight compared to the other dude's like 40th or some shit.
Right,
like
that's
that.
kind of fucked up.
It was crazy. But they wanted to see how good he really was.
But what, like, did he have a chance to win that fight?
Oh, he could have won it. He hit him with some good shots at the start of the fight.
He just tired himself out.
He was just tired.
That's unfortunate.
He was just tired.
I didn't see a lot of the fights. I really just saw, like, the last
I think
4.
the next fight after that we missed because we were driving there. Yeah, we missed the next fight because they were driving there.
What fight was
we
that?
were driving there. It was Perez versus Stamen.
Oh.
Stamen won the fight. That's all I know.
When we got there, we saw
him. The first fight was Walker, Johnny Walker, and
Zabit.
The other dude. No, Zabit fought Jeremy Stevens.
But that was we saw those fights.
Yeah, we saw.
Like
those are the only 2 prelim fights we've seen, yeah.
Yeah.
Johnny Walker's flying, he was...
And dislocating his arm or shoulder. That was a dumb celebration.
Dana White said, I hope he never does that again.
He won't.
He needs to stop doing that, because he does that all the time.
Does he?
He's done that celebration multiple times, yeah.
He's pretty good.
Oh, yeah.
I didn't know who he was, really.
Right. Joe Rogan was very impressed by him.
I find he was ridiculous.
Yeah.
I didn't even see that either. I was looking down.
The interview, he was like, he's like, did you injure yourself? Johnny Walker went,
Yeah, I watched the interview. That was funny.
Then it was, Zabit fought Jeremy
Stevens.
That.
I watched that whole fight and I forgot it.
It was a slow fight.
I know it was.
Like, they started out, with the cock kick.
Oh, yeah.
Jeremy Stevens got kicked right in the balls.
Yeah.
But, it was slow, and then, like, the last 30 seconds of the fight, they started trading blows, but Zabit won decision.
I've seen him fight twice now.
Yeah.
Zabit. He looks goofy.
Yeah.
He's goofy looking.
He's a small Khabib, kind of.
He's big. Like, he's taller.
Tall.
He's skinny, yeah.
Like, skinny, like, really skinny Khabib. What weight class is he? What weight class is that? Oh, it's featherweight.
Featherweight?
Yeah. Who the fuck is that guy?
Yeah, I didn't know who he was.
We were making fun of Jeremy Stevens that entire time for that.
Yeah.
Because it's literally all he's known for, really.
Really?
Unless you're like a really diehard UFC fan, like I've seen him fight Aldo. Aldo fucked him up, but that's beside the point. That was the first fight Aldo back, like after he lost to Holloway twice. They were like, oh, he's going to get fucked up by Jeremy Stevens. Nah.
I'm really disappointed in that Cody Garbrandt fight.
That's actually the next one.
Really disappointed.
Dude, it started off fast. And he got him. He rocked him, and then he was like, got happy feet, and then went boom.
He just stopped blocking. Yeah, he just stopped blocking.
I was like,
he does that a lot.
Dude, he gets in his own head. Like
he thinks he's about to like win the fight, and then he just forgets that.
He lets his emotions get the best of him way too much. Like TJ.
Yeah.
TJ fucked him up mentally. Like, mentally, he was fucked.
His fights, fucking Garbrandt's fights are always, like, really back and forth, exciting.
Yeah. Except for Cruz. He dominated Cruz.
Until he gets knocked out.
Yeah. He's only lost 3 fights.
All knockouts.
The last 3 fights are his only 3. That's crazy.
That is kind of crazy.
How you can start out, what was it, like 14, 15 and 0?
See, that's why when you say his career's over, I don't think so. I just think he's hit a rough patch. Technically, Conor lost 2 fights in a row. But just one was in boxing.
But that doesn't matter. People have said Conor's career's over, though.
No, it's just
at a
slowed down
plateau.
Hey, Conor's on to bigger and better things right now.
I think Conor is the type of guy who needs a loss just so he can get that shit back.
Yeah,
like with Diaz.
I just think that was a really unfair fight for the time.
I think if it would have happened in Conor's prime, like before he left and tried to box, it would have been a lot better fight. Have you seen him training recently on wrestling, like with Dylan Dennis? Like he's actually getting way better at it.
Good.
But
I just don't want to see him fight Khabib when he gets back. That's not the first fight I want to see.
No, he needs to fight somebody else.
Yeah,
he's got to fight like...
Dana White said he wants to fight Khabib, and I was like, don't do that.
Of course he wants to fight Khabib.
I know, but I mean, you can...
Any fighter... just don't fight him. Woodley wants to fight Usman.
Just don't fight him your first fight back.
Yeah.
Fight someone else.
But fighters aren't like that. They're not like, oh,
I guess.
let me
fight Cerrone,
I thought
bro.
he was going to fight... No, they're not... The Cerrone fight is not happening. I'm pretty sure he said it's Al Iaquinta. Because they've been talking shit with each other on Twitter. So, yeah.
Of course.
Oh, and then the women's fight. We didn't watch that.
No.
We were waiting for Ben Askren and Robbie Lawler.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was a fucking fight.
That fight was, I was scared.
I was scared, too.
I love both fighters a lot. But
it was like the first 30 seconds.
I really wanted Ben Askren to win. Because Robbie's already been on top.
I thought
he was Ben Askren's shot.
I thought he was going to lose.
And when he was hitting him,
it was literally like 30 seconds into the fight.
Dude, he showed some fucking heart, though.
He showed some heart. Oh, my God.
And for everybody who's saying that it was an early stoppage, this and that,
it was not.
He was dude, his arm went limp. One way or another, if he would have kept the fight going, Robbie was going out anyway. Yeah. He wasn't letting go of the choke. He wasn't getting out.
And when his arm went limp and hit the fucking canvas.
I feel like Dana White just wants to say everything's an early stoppage. Like with the TJ Dillashaw-Cejudo fight. I thought it was a little early. I thought TJ could still defend himself, but like...
I don't know.
When you're in a choke, especially from Ben Askren, who puts in some pretty tight chokes, you're done. Not getting out of it.
Either way you spin it, you're not going to get out of it. You're going to go out.
I love Robbie, but Robbie's not getting out of that choke.
So, I mean...
We were talking about the punches that Robbie threw. How about the fucking suplex onto his head? He put Ben Askren on his head.
I was scared. I was like, are we actually witnessing this? I felt bad for Ben Askren for a second.
Yeah, remember the people next to us for the Garbrandt and the Askren fight? They were both like big Garbrandt and Askren fans, and like when Cody was fighting the dude, they were like, yeah, and then he dropped, and they're like, oh my God.
My jaw hit the table. I was like, not again.
Bro, and then we started the Askren fight. We're like, yeah, Ben's... We were like talking up Ben to our buddies because they've never watched him fight. I don't think... Have you watched him fight before?
I've seen him fight, and then I've seen some of his like wrestling, his college wrestling.
Yeah, he's a monster. He's funny as hell. That's why I like Ben Askren.
He's so goofy though too. Like he dressed...
What's his nickname?
I don't...
Funky? Isn't that what they call him? Funky?
Because he wears sandals everywhere he goes.
Dude, look at his fucking hair.
And his nose too. His nose is like sharp looking. His chin, like he has really sharp features.
But I'm pretty sure that they're planning for him to fight the winner of Darren Till and... Who's Darren Till fighting?
Is it for the belt?
Huh?
Is it for the belt?
No, it's the... Darren Till's the guy that just lost to Woodley before Woodley.
Yeah.
For this fight. Darren Till, and they've been talking shit on Twitter. That's how all these fights start. They all talk shit on Twitter.
Yeah.
It's pretty crazy.
It's the modern era.
Yeah. Then they talk shit at the press conference.
Yeah.
I think the Holloway and other guy, Poirier press conference was today.
Next Holloway is...
I can't wait. I hope he fucking beats the shit out of Poirier so we can see him fight Khabib.
We watched his last fight, didn't we?
Against Ortega.
Yeah.
T-City.
Ortega's he's another one I want to see fight.
He's an animal for that, dude. That's why I'm happy that Holloway's moving up, because I don't know in his current state if T-City could beat Holloway. So if Holloway moves up...
Because Holloway's on the rise.
Then that'll give T-City his... He's won like 12
I feel like
fights
he's in his prime right now. Like,
doesn't he have the highest active winning streak?
I think so. No.
I thought it was like him one and then whoever was fighting.
Oh, yeah.
Usman's two.
Yeah. He's on like a fucking 16-fight win streak.
Speaking of Usman, he just fucking dominated Woodley.
That was sad.
I was very upset.
Like he dominated that fight.
No matter who won that fight, it's time for whoever the fuck they got to beat the shit out of Colby Covington.
Yeah, I'm tired of that.
It's Usman versus Covington now, so he's... Did you see
see
the video of them like getting...
When he got out of the cage? Yeah.
No, like they got into an argument at the casino. Like
Sunday. I didn't see that.
So the guy who's Khabib's manager, Ali or whatever his name is, was trying to fight Colby Covington.
What the fuck?
And Colby's yelling at him, "You're not even a fighter! You're not even a fighter!" And him and Usman got...
You're not a champion! You're not a champion!
And I didn't understand because I looked in the comments and it said shit like, "No, I'm a big Colby fan." And I'm like...
I'm not.
Why?
I will never be.
Usman didn't even do anything for you not to be an Usman fan. Like, I hope Usman fucking just...
He's going to.
Murders him.
Because
Colby's not that great of a fighter.
He's a bitch.
Watch him fight. He's not... I mean, he beat RDA. That was a good fight, but... I just think Marty, as Ben Askren calls him, is going to beat the shit out of him.
Yeah, I think so. The way he dominated Woodley like that. And Woodley could beat the shit out of fucking Colby.
I think Woodley was just, there was something off about Woodley.
I don't think he was prepared to wrestle like that.
There was something. Like, he's a good wrestler, too.
He is a good
wrestler. I didn't understand why he struggled so much on the ground.
I feel like Usman was just too strong for him to handle.
Yeah. Or he just wasn't ready for it.
True, he just wasn't expecting it.
Which I don't get because...
Maybe he got in his own head. He was like, damn.
He didn't look ready.
No, he didn't.
Honestly.
At all.
He didn't look like he was there.
He didn't look confident.
Right. He didn't look like the normal Tyron Woodley we see.
He didn't look confident at all.
Do we even talk about the main event, or should we just... should we just let that go?
I mean...
Anthony Smith should have won the fight.
What is it?
Saying. He should have just stayed down.
He could have won the fight.
Dude, John Jones said he was really scared, like, that he was going to stay down and win the title.
That's really fucking dope of Anthony Smith, though. That's really cool.
Yeah.
He earned my respect.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
absolutely. That was awesome.
Yeah.
Really showed the heart of a lion, like his nickname is.
Yeah, that was a good move.
Yeah,
he could have easily just sat there and been like, "I'm done. I can't."
Oh
fight.
yeah, he just caught a knee to the face. Honestly, I wouldn't even have blamed him if he couldn't have kept going. But
he kept going.
But he did.
And he kept getting dominated, but he wanted to fight. I don't think he wanted to go out like that.
No, absolutely not. I'd rather lose than win the title like that. Quite honestly.
Yeah.
And I'm not even a fighter.
I just think...
That's not true. Me and you, when we were watching it, we said some shit. We were like, I would have stayed down, bro. I would have took that belt.
Yeah, I mean, I would, but...
Yeah.
Why did they...
They're fighters, bro.
That's the first time I've heard of Anthony Smith.
Yeah,
who put that fight together?
Because he was on a big win streak. Like, he was killing everybody. He was beating people left and right. And really, if you look at the light heavyweight division, the only people that are really a great matchup for John Jones are Gus, and he just beat the fuck out of Gus last time they fought.
And Cormier.
And Cormier doesn't seem like he wants to come back down. Why would he?
Yeah.
Why would you?
The best fucking heavyweight.
Right now, he needs to have a rematch with Stipe, though, man.
Yeah, he does.
I don't want to say it was a lucky punch, but Stipe got one punch knockout. Like, it wasn't really much of a... We didn't get to see much of Stipe. Derek Lewis got fucking dominated.
That's an unfair fight. I don't care which way you spin it.
Until... He needs to not go for the title anymore until DC retires.
Yeah, you can't keep up with DC.
My thing with DC, I feel like he just doesn't want to fight anybody but Brock Lesnar. Because
I want to see that fight.
He knows Brock Lesnar is the easiest money for him to get.
I hate Brock Lesnar. I fucking hate him. And I want to see him lose.
I don't know why. I used to like him, and he's just a fucking dickhead.
You know he played for the Minnesota Vikings?
He did.
What the fuck?
He did. He was their... What did he play? Defensive end? Defensive tackle?
Was that even... That wasn't the actual season, though, was it? It was preseason.
Yeah, it was preseason. He didn't make... He made it all the way to the final cuts.
Damn.
Which is pretty impressive for a guy who didn't play college football.
Was he in wrestling at that time?
Yeah, he left the WWE to play football. And he left football, or he got cut from football, so he went to the UFC.
Oh, really?
Yep.
And he went back to the WWE.
He went back to the WWE after he left UFC because he had diverticulitis.
Then he went back to the UFC.
While he was still in WWE. So he was he the WWE champion and the fighting in the UFC? I think he was. I think he brought his WWE title to the UFC press conference thinking that made him cool.
Nah. I mean, it's pretty cool.
Oh yeah,
people like the WWE. That's pretty cool.
Being
but if you didn't have a UFC title, that's just lame. Yeah, it's just lame. Want to talk about what happened after the fight when we got home?
Oh god.
Oh shit.
Yeah,
that was probably the craziest car crash I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah, I honestly, I've never actually seen a car crash like that.
Right in front of me.
We were just chilling outside.
Right, I was trying to go home.
I was looking that direction and just seeing the car swerve into the lane and hit the other car, and just.
See, I didn't see that when it first happened. I was looking down. I don't know why, but I heard it and it sounded like a gunshot to me. And then I looked up and I just seen sparks and headlights fucking spinning around and. Yeah,
it was me and Colin were standing next to each other, and I'm like, bro, that doesn't look good. Boom. And I'm like,
how fast was the truck going?
Oh, dude, he was. Farnsworth. He was flying.
Yeah.
Flying.
That was bad.
Absolutely.
And then we just stood there, everything just got quiet. The earth stood still. And I just heard that girl crying, screaming.
And then you and Colin both said, should we go help?
And we took off.
Yeah, and then took off, helped the girl out of the car, and then she was dazed.
Oh, she was shook in the fuck up.
She was,
She didn't know where she was for a second.
Oh, she started walking down the middle of the road to go see if the other person
With no
was
shoes
okay.
on. She had no shoes.
Like, there was glass and shit in the road.
Yeah.
Like, there was shit all over the road.
I was like...
Like, the other guy's headlight was busted. It busted all over the road.
Yeah, I know. And it's fucking... There's probably, like... Your fucking headlight? Or did it hit her headlight?
No, they ran into the back of the car. It was their tires collided.
Well, they started in, like, the front...
It was the middle. It was like the middles of the cars hit.
It was like
the front of his car scraped the middle.
It was like the front quarter panel, and then on, like, to the back quarter panel.
Yeah, so it was like...
Her mirror got taken off.
No, her mirror wasn't. Her mirror was fine.
Uh-huh.
It was his mirror. Because his mirror hit her side of her car.
I didn't even go check on that dude.
No. Dude ended up getting arrested, though.
Yeah.
That's
He's probably drunk.
Dude, he had to be.
Drunk or texting.
Drunk, texting, something like that.
That was bad.
We were hoping he was legal, too. He didn't know English or anything, so if he wasn't, that'd be... First of all, would be bad for him. And it'd be bad for the girl, too, because if that means he doesn't have insurance.
Then you gotta pay for that shit.
No, she doesn't have to pay for it. Somebody's gonna have to pay for it.
Someone's paying for it.
But it'd just be really fucked up.
Yeah, I was fucking frightened. If that was head on, though, I feel like there would have been a casualty. Most definitely.
Oh, for sure.
Because his big-ass truck against her little fucking SUV.
Dude, you could tell he was drunk because he didn't, like... He kept his foot on the pedal and kept driving down the road with 3 tires.
That's
why there was so much sparks.
Yeah, he was gassing it.
Dude, the noise, the absolute fucking
it was
loud
disgusting.
noise it made. I was like, boom! I was like...
It scared the shit out. I thought it was a gun.
Because Brian wasn't even looking. I thought it was Brian's
me and Brian were looking, and then you and Colin were staring at the fucking road when it happened.
Dude, I don't know why, like, out of all the times to just be looking at the road, that is when I was looking directly at it, but I was just...
Yeah, that's crazy.
I was astonished.
I'm fucking glad he didn't hit our cars. Our cars were literally parked.
Right, if it would have happened a couple feet down the road, it would have...
Probably would have hit the cars.
Right.
And us. Well, no, our cars were in the way of us.
Right, but they would have hit our car into us. We were standing right next to it.
True, that would have been bad.
Yeah. It wouldn't have been good.
Not at all. Brian was like... What did he say? The first thing that came out of Brian's mouth.
He said something stupid.
Something stupid.
What happened?
He was like,
holy shit.
Oh my god, a car crash. And then I fucking opened her door to see if she was okay. She was scared. I think Colin had to say, like, we're not going to hurt you. Like, she was scared.
No, he said, you're okay. You're okay.
I kept saying, you're okay.
Oh.
Then fucking dude that got out of his car to try to, like, help her. He was, like, yanking on her door. Probably scared the shit out of her.
Oh, yeah. He said, here, come help. And, like, I'm like, dude, it's not even that bad. And then I just...
Boom. The door wouldn't open, though.
I pulled it. Why?
I know you did. I watched you do it.
The dude was, like, struggling. And I'm like, dude, boom. And then she went across the other side anyway. I was like...
Yeah, me and Colin pulled her out.
I was like, well, what was the point of that?
Out of sheer looks. Nah, but, oh my god.
She said, I know I'm okay. I'm like...
Okay.
I was like...
I just got mollywocked by the airbag.
You really need to sit down or something. Like...
Fucking seriously.
She's
like, I'm an EMT.
She said, did anybody call 911? Nah, we're just looking at you. Yeah, we called 911. Are you
But it literally happened, and then, like, her dragging her out of the car, that was, like, 30 seconds. And then she, like, got out and was like, did anyone call 911? Like, this just happened. Like, chill.
No, we were helping you.
Right. Like, for your shoes and shit.
Yeah, you don't normally, like, if they're actually hurt, you don't want to pull them out of the car. But
I knew she wasn't.
It was clear that she was fine. She said she had back problems, but...
Everyone's got back problems.
But, like, clearly, she definitely got back problems now.
She crawled out in a fucking hurry. And luckily her steering wheel airbag didn't go off. That would have fucked her up.
Right, but she had to get out of the car because of the smoke from the airbags. You can't fucking breathe.
I thought, and the car was still running, and I was like, what? Like, I don't know. I didn't know what was going on. I was just like, just get out.
Like, you can't breathe with those airbags. There's no, like, you gotta get out.
Yeah, I was like, get the fuck out.
Like that.
Her car's probably totaled, too. Like,
oh, they totaled both of those cars out, for sure.
Because when the airbags go off, like, they usually just total it. Because those fucking airbags are expensive.
Right. At least hers didn't go out, because that would have hit her in the face, and she probably would have been knocked out.
Oh, she would have been bloodied up. Her nose would have probably been broken.
Oh, for sure.
Or her hands.
To be fair, most of the time the nose is broken if, like say you drive, like with your one hand on top, and your hand goes into it. If you drive like a normal person, then it won't.
I drive with one hand.
Yeah, I'd be fucked.
My nose would be broke.
Yeah, I'd be fucked.
Yeah, it's bad. Luckily, she's lucky. It wasn't head on.
Yeah, that was an eventful day. I went to work the next day tired as hell.
Yeah, because that happened at like 12 o'clock.
Yeah, dude, because they made us stay outside because we were witnesses. Freezing. It was cold. It was bad.
Yeah.
At least it wasn't like today.
Oh, that would have been terrible.
I was standing out there with no shirt, with no sleeves.
No jacket.
I had a jersey on.
Yeah, I wasn't expecting that shit.
No, it was wild, dude. We were trying,
I was trying to leave.
Yeah. And we ended up staying for like 3 more hours.
No, it was like an hour. I got home at like 1:30.
It was more than an hour.
Maybe like an hour and 15.
At least was an hour and a half.
You think?
Yeah, it was a while, dude. We were outside for at least an hour. And then we came inside and sat here for...
When that fucking paramedic dude rolled up off duty in his Jeep.
Dude.
I thought he was going to kick our ass.
He went up to her and said, he said, "Are you okay?" She said, "I'm fine." And then he said, "I'm a paramedic." She's like, "Oh, okay." And then started talking to him normal. And I'm like...
What the hell?
I'm like, so, like, you can't talk to normal people?
She's a paramedic, too.
Yeah.
I was like, okay, but you seem shaken the fuck up. You obviously have never been in an accident
I don't
before.
really... I mean, she was kind of rude, but, like, I don't blame her. She just got...
Her shit just got fucked up. I would have been pissed off.
Yeah.
I almost got in an accident today.
Really?
I was driving down... What's that street? It's not New York Street. It's the next street over. Liberty. I was driving down Liberty. And, you know how you go and then, like, the intersection, there's stop signs on the other side. So, like, the people have to wait for you. I was going and some dude was at the stop sign. I guess he thought it was a 4-way stop. So he, like, just went right in front of me thinking I was going to stop. I was inches away from hitting him. And I would have, like, fucked my shit up.
Damn.
I was going, like, 45 miles an hour.
So, like, I've never, like, been close to a car accident or anything like that. The only things I get into are self-made little... I ran into a pole at a Napa.
In your mom's car.
Did I ever tell you about what happened when I was in my mom's car the other day? And, like, I was in downtown Aurora and thought it was a turn lane and went over the fucking bike.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that sucked.
I bet. That's
Dude,
why your car's so fucked up.
Dude, because of back in the day, that used to be a turn lane.
Yeah.
No, I was fucked up before that. Yeah. But
I've been in a couple near car accident, like, situations.
It's
people can't drive. That's the thing.
Waka Flocka, that car accident.
That was probably the scariest.
Dude, because none of us had seatbelts on.
None of us had seatbelts. We were going really fast. Brian said he hit that turn at 40 miles an hour.
In the rain. We were just trying to go to Dairy Queen.
Big ass lifted Jeep. Good thing it was bottom heavy. It was top heavy.
Remember when we thought that we were okay? Like, there was nothing wrong with the car?
Yeah. Well, it didn't seem bad. We just spun around a couple times.
Yeah, it was...
And we'd, like, tap the curb.
Yeah. And then some people were like, "You guys okay?"
Oh, yeah, like, Brian went over the fucking median into the Burger King parking lot.
Oh, dude.
And then we didn't... We looked at the car, like, we inspected it, and we decided nothing was wrong, but then we got to Dairy Queen.
No, it was when he started driving. It's like the tire was... You could tell the tire was fucked up.
The rim.
When we got to Dairy Queen, we looked around, we're like, "What's wrong with it?" And then, like...
I seen the rim, and I was like,
oh, fuck. Like...
That wasn't that bad, though.
No, it could have been way worse.
Oh, it could have been.
Yeah. We're lucky there was no other cars.
Oh, yeah.
But we didn't go over the curb into the other lane.
I was driving on 30. It was really snowy out. It was dark. It was bad. Like, no plows yet. And I, like, hit an ice patch or something, and I started, like, spinning around, like, 360s for, like, 30 seconds. I did, like, 3 of them. And I landed in the ditch. Luckily, there's no cars around, because I would have definitely smacked... Because I went in, like, the other lane. So, like, I would have smacked someone hard. That's 55 miles an hour, too, so, like, that's fast.
Fuck.
I would have been fucked. Luckily, there's no cars.
You remember, like, it wasn't, like, we didn't get into a car accident or anything, but, like, we were driving my truck before it had good tires on it, and it was winter.
Yeah, we stopped at that stop.
We stopped at that stop sign, and I turned, and, like, we just went...
We just kept going. There was a car coming, too.
Yeah, I was like, oh...
we were going to school.
Yeah.
And then that one time we were going to school, it was, like, the end of school year. And we fucking literally ran out of gas. Like, we had to pull into a fucking parking lot.
Dude, the car pulled by itself into the parking lot. Like,
your car pulled anyway. Like, it was pulling.
I've never ran out of gas, and, like, the car just goes whoop off the road, and I'm like...
I never run out of gas to the point where I can't move anymore. I've never, like, completely ran out.
Dude,
we were late
completely forgot that there was no gas in the car.
We were late as fuck.
Yeah.
It was fun.
The day that we ended up fucking...
We went back to Burger King and got food.
Yeah. We were like, we're already late.
We were like, we were late. We didn't go to first period. We got like
It was like the last couple.
No, we got to we got in the middle of second period. You went to gym.
Oh, that was a different day.
Yeah. That might have been. I don't know. We were always late.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was funny. We were just like, "Fuck, you want to go get Burger King?" And we did.
It was weird because when we got to the point that we were responsible for ourselves, like we just
stopped caring.
It's like, dude, we're gonna graduate anyway. We'll be all right.
Yeah, you just know, like, if you do
senior year was probably the best.
Because see, first period
sophomore year was lit. But
first period for me, it was an easy class, so I was like, okay, I liked the teacher. He liked me. I've had him before for another subject, but like I knew he wasn't gonna give a shit if I was late.
Yeah. Sophomore year was probably the best year for me academically and
Same.
off like at school wise, but senior year was the most laid back shit.
It was fun.
Ever.
Senior year was the funnest year.
I think the only thing that stopped it from being the most fun was like
the stress of
and like the just like hurry up, we gotta get out of here.
It took
which is weird because now that we're out, I kind of miss it.
I do somewhat. I miss certain aspects. I don't miss
going to class.
Sitting in class.
I miss some of the teachers.
My friends like that I don't see anymore.
Yeah, hit me up.
It was just fun. Sophomore year though, it was like you said, I got my best grades, played baseball.
That was the end of it for me. I had good grades. That was it. I had straight A's and B's, and that was the last time I had good grades.
Yeah, I think I had like B's.
Junior year was the worst. The absolute worst for me.
Freshman year was good for me too. Now that I think about it,
I did good freshman year. It was just
the first 2 years I had straight B's, and then junior and senior year I was like CD. I was like Jesus.
Junior year is the reason that I almost didn't pass.
Yeah, junior year sucked.
I failed 3 classes junior year.
Damn, I failed 1. I failed 2. No, I failed 1.
I failed. What was it? Forensic science, which I should have passed because it was a fun class.
No, it wasn't. It was boring.
It was.
My teacher was fun. You had the girl teacher, right?
Yeah.
I had Mr.
I still get I don't know how to leave the remind, but I still get the reminds from that class.
Are you serious?
Year.
Her new fucking...
Like, I've deleted it, I've blocked it, I've done everything, and it still sends me the reminds.
What? Do text?
I'm like, please make a new remind so I don't get these. Like, don't teachers normally make a new remind every single year?
I think you're supposed
to. Why would... It really irritates me. Like, I'll get things like, we have a snow day, and I'm like, yes! And then I'll look, and it's like for East, and I'm like...
I don't know. Sophomore year, I took driver's ed, too.
When did I take driver's ed sophomore year?
I took driver's ed junior year.
Yeah, I took it second semester of sophomore year.
Well, no, I took it the second semester.
Remember when I failed my driver's test because I didn't come to a complete stop?
Yeah.
That was real upsetting. Yeah.
I've never driven the same after that driver's test.
Oh, no.
I was on my best behavior. Yeah. That and driver's ed.
I feel like I was a good crash dummy for everybody. Like, when I said that I failed because I didn't come to complete stop, they're all like, well, let's make sure that we don't do that.
It was the easiest driving test I've ever taken.
It was easy. Like, I did everything good. I had the dude the next time. And
I almost blew a stop sign. I didn't. It was like a turn, and I didn't see it coming up, so, like, I almost blew it.
Dude, I feel like they shouldn't, like, I guess it's not technically legal. Like, I don't think they should fail you at a driving test for, like, not coming to a complete stop. Like, if you do a little stop, like, nobody in the real world, unless there's cars there, drive like that. Like, nobody does that.
I guess. But
nobody
it's still
comes
the
to
law.
A complete stop when nobody's there.
It's the law, though.
I understand. But, like, I can understand taking off some points, but, like that's your instant fail. Like, it's an instant fail. What else?
Hitting a curb is stupid. Like, that's really stupid. I hit the curb all the time, and I've been driving for a long time.
Yeah. Hitting the curb is not a good thing, though.
No, it sucks. I hit it all the fucking time.
Yeah. Especially if you have a low car.
My shit is low.
Yeah.
When I parallel park, too, I hit it.
Dude, parallel parking's...
I have to
do it as much as possible.
I have to. My neighborhood sucks.
Yeah.
We don't have driveways.
Right. Well, you have little garages that you can fit 2 cars in if you don't want anything else in there.
Right. If your garage is empty.
1 car if you have stuff. Like, most people have stuff in their garage. Nobody's gonna...
Yeah. Oh, God.
Nick Foles, Jaguars.
Nick Foles to the Jaguars.
What do you think about it?
I think it'll do him some good. They might make it back to the playoffs.
Do you think the Jaguars was the best location for Nick Foles to go?
Sure.
I was thinking about it, and I'm like, I couldn't think of a better spot for him.
Yeah, I mean...
Like, the Jaguars need one thing, really. I mean, sure, their receiving core is okay. They're serviceable, but, like...
Who do they even have anymore?
They have Keaton Cole, who did... He's that dude who caught that fucking ball.
Yeah.
Like, the best catch of last season. And they have D.D. Westbrook.
Oh, they do have D.D. Westbrook.
D.D. Westbrook's still there, right? Yeah, I think. But, yeah, they're solid. When they lost Allen Robinson, that was kind of tough. And Allen Hurns, who... Oh, my God.
A big blow.
Oh, my God. You remember the Allen Hurns injury when he fucking... In the playoffs, when he broke his goddamn ankle?
Oh, shit.
That was tough to watch.
That sucks. It's always tough to watch.
But Foles, with Fournette as his running back, a solid receiving core.
A good defense.
When they have an offense, a top 3 defense in football.
when you think about it, when you watch a Jaguars game, they're always low scoring.
Low scoring.
So their defense is still like producing.
Like when you lose a game to the Titans 3-9, you cannot blame your defense for anything.
Right. So I think when you bring a quarterback in like Nick
Bortles couldn't
Foles,
score more than 3 points.
Yeah. So when you bring a quarterback in like Nick Foles, I feel like they're making it back to the playoffs.
Yeah, I don't know. It's tough. The Colts are really good.
Oh yeah, their division is tough.
The Texans are really good. The Titans are not that great, but they're okay.
They're okay.
They have Malcolm Butler, Mario. It depends how Mariota plays, really.
Yeah, that's true.
Because Derrick Henry, oh my God, Derrick Henry is going to be a beast.
What? Don't they have another running back? It's Derrick Henry.
No, he retired. DeMarco Murray.
Yeah.
He retired. Right? Yeah, DeMarco Murray retired. My question, I wanted to ask you, who's the best young player in baseball?
The best young player?
Yep, the best up-and-coming young player.
Up-and-coming?
I have a feeling that we're going to have the same person. Like, they're new, like, really new. Like, played 3 seasons at the most.
Oh, 3 seasons?
At the most. Mine is Acuna.
I was going to say Acuna.
Him or is the other guy that's on the Braves? What's his name? Ozzie Albies?
Yeah.
He's a beast, too.
Those two are good.
But I guess technically if we're saying 3... No, Chris Bryant's in his 4th season.
He's pretty fucking new.
Yeah, he's still new.
2015 was his rookie year.
So he's in his 4th season, though, so that kind of goes against the criteria.
I guess. Acuna's probably number 1.
Acuna's... yeah.
I can't wait for Vlad Jr.
Oh, has he not came up yet? Who does he play for, the Blue Jays?
Yeah.
Jesus.
He's playing with them right now in spring training.
He needs to come up. The Blue Jays suck. I don't understand why they don't just bring him up.
He's an animal.
Do they not want to bring him up because it's like he'll be they don't want to bring him up till he's their contenders like they did with Chris Bryant on the Cubs?
I don't know.
Because like the longer you keep him in the minors, the longer he's under team control. So like once he comes up, you have 6 years with him. So like if they were to bring him up and like they weren't good for like 4 years, then
you lose him.
Right.
He's a monster though.
Mike Trout. What team is Mike Trout going to go to? I know it's early. But first of all,
I feel like the Angels are going to offer him a ginormous contract.
If Bryce Harper's getting $330 million, Mike Trout is got to get at least $400 million.
Yeah.
At least.
I feel like he's going to stay with the Angels.
Because Bryce Harper's a good player. We like Bryce Harper.
Bryce Harper's good. Hall of Famer.
Nowhere near Mike Trout.
Mike Trout's
I wouldn't say he's a Hall of Famer yet. He has Hall of Fame potential.
I guess.
He's got to do something else first.
Mike Trout's like...
Mike Trout, that's a Hall of Famer already.
But people don't, like, recognize Mike Trout's greatness.
Because he plays for the Angels. That's why I'm thinking he needs to... I seen this thing earlier. The idea of him going to the Phillies to play with Bryce Harper would be fucking ridiculous.
That's so stupid.
They have the money to do it because everybody on their team's young. Everybody on their team's young.
I guess.
I mean...
That's so much money, though.
Yeah.
That's a lot.
But if you want to win and you have Mike Trout, Bryce Harper, they have Aaron Nola, Jake Arrieta, they have a solid... If they could get Mike Trout...
They have fucking Andrew McCutchen.
That outfield.
It's deadly.
That outfield.
God.
Andrew McCutchen, Mike Trout, who, remember they had that battle for Rookie of the Year?
Yeah.
And then adding Bryce Harper... I feel like Mike Trout's been playing longer than Bryce Harper, but I guess that's not true, is it? Bryce Harper's been playing longer, huh? Because he'd be... Yeah, I think he's been playing a year longer because Mike Trout's obviously a free agent next year. I think he's got to leave the Angels, though.
Yeah, maybe.
Unless they offer him $500 million.
He's going to go to the Mets.
Ridiculous. Dude.
He's going to team up with Robinson Cano.
I see Mets fans and Nationals fans talking shit about the Phillies getting Bryce Harper, and I'm like, but you guys would be just as happy to have him. They were like, oh...
Mike Trout's from New Jersey, too. So, like, that's pretty close to home.
Or I'll go to the Yankees, because the Yankees think that they're going to get every big player right.
No. The Mets is where it's at.
Mike Trout, actually, though, like, on the Yankees would be ridiculous, because that's what they don't have as a center fielder.
They can't pay him $400 million. They can't pay him a big ass.
No, not with Judge and
They're paying Stanton fucking, how much, $325?
I mean, I guess they don't have to pay Judge for quite a while, but...
I think the Mets would be...
They just paid Severino.
The Mets have strong pitching. They have decent players.
When they're healthy, they have very strong pitching, yes.
So, I mean, the Mets would probably be the best
because they have
option.
DeGrom and Syndergaard. They don't have Matt Harvey anymore. Matt Harvey's gone, but... DeGrom and Syndergaard is 2 aces right there.
Yeah, Robinson Cano. Who else did they get in that deal? Didn't they get someone else in that deal? I feel like they got 2 players.
They had, what's his face? Did they have D. Gordon? Is D. Gordon, or is he still on the Mariners?
I think he's on the Mariners still.
Oh. Who was in that deal with Robinson Cano? To the Mets?
Yeah.
When was that, last year?
I think so. Was it?
Robinson Cano trade.
I feel like he didn't play for the Mets last year, though.
I mean, he had to be traded at some point, though, right? Robinson Cano says he feels 25, not 36. Well, you're 36.
He's 36.
Apparently.
I guess.
That's wild.
I forgot he played for the Yankees.
Is that the first team he was on?
Yeah,
the Yankees?
the Yankees. Then he went to
they
the
were
Mariners.
so good at that point. Didn't
were.
they have
They had
him, Jeter, and A-Rod?
Yeah. Their infield was insane.
Can Mariners and Mets pull off Cano blockbuster?
They did.
Who else went there, though? Robinson Cano. I don't see any other. Well, it was a 3-team deal, I'm pretty sure, though. I think the Rays were involved in it somehow. Oh.
I just know that someone.
Potential trade said Robinson Cano, Edwin Diaz. That can't be what they actually did because the Mariners didn't get anything in that case. Jesus Christ.
Wait.
Yeah, this is before he was traded, though.
They got someone else with
They had to have. I thought it was a pretty big deal. Breaking down
was.
Robinson Cano trade. The Mets sent Jay Bruce. Oh, they got Edwin Diaz. Edwin Diaz, the relief pitcher, who they got. That's a pretty big bullpen arm, too. They're not going to be good this year, though, I don't think, the Mets.
They were really decent last year.
The only thing I remember about the Mets last year is that David Wright was his last year, I'm pretty sure.
Oh, yeah.
Who just announced that this would be their last year? I forgot who it was. Oh, CC Sabathia.
Oh.
He, in the playoffs, is a different animal, dude.
Oh, definitely.
You remember, the thing that always will have my respect for CC Sabathia is when he had that thing. If he would have pitched one more inning, he would have earned $500,000 or something ridiculous like that. And instead he hit the batter because they hit his guy the last inning and he got thrown out of the game. But he didn't care.
That's dope.
As a teammate, he stood up for his teammate and threw $500,000 out the window, which is
that's wild.
He's a baseball player. It doesn't really affect them much.
Toilet paper.
But still, it's just the gesture of that, standing up for your teammate for $500,000 is that's big.
Yeah, that's cool.
I know we already moved away from that topic, but talking about standing up for teammates, Nick Foles, the other thing about him on the Jaguars, he's a locker room guy. He'll get that locker room together. Everybody, he did with the Eagles.
He's just one of those guys that makes the team better.
I heard something that if the Eagles, more than 50% of the locker room would rather have said that they'd rather have Nick Foles, their starting quarterback, than Carson Wentz.
Damn.
Which, first of all, I find crazy. I guess they just like him more, but Carson Wentz
he's good.
He's played 3 seasons and was going to win an MVP the season he got hurt when they won the Super Bowl.
You just can't give up on your guy.
He's one of the best young players in football. Quarterback-wise, it's him, Deshaun Watson, and Mahomes, Trubisky. There's a lot of really good young quarterbacks.
There is.
Just the 3 out of that draft class with Mahomes, Trubisky, and Baker.
Deshaun Watson, Baker Mayfield.
Just came out. Josh Rosen's been struggling. He just came
Lamar
out.
Jackson.
Lamar Jackson just got the starting job.
He's an animal.
He
took him to the playoffs.
He did. He turned them around a little bit. I think they lost once when he took over as a starter.
Yeah.
And then the playoff loss.
It only takes one player.
He almost let him back in that playoff game, though. They were losing by 21, and he almost came back and won that game.
It only takes one player. Just like the Bears and how they got Khalil Mack and everything just switched.
Yeah, but the thing with the Bears is he just sped up the process. Their defense was going to be great regardless. But when they got Khalil Mack, they became great.
That was it?
Yeah.
That was the last step.
Eddie Jackson is on a different level with that shit. He made Kyle Fuller into a Pro Bowl corner. How many interceptions did he have? 8?
7. 7 and then 8.
Should have had 8.
And he had 1 in the Pro Bowl.
Should have had 8. Oh, he had 1 in the playoffs, I thought, too.
Did
That's
he?
why I said 8. I thought so. Nick Foles threw 2 picks. Yeah, Kyle Fuller had 1 of them. He threw 1 to Kyle Fuller and 1 to...
Eddie Jackson, probably.
Yeah, maybe. No, I don't think... Eddie Jackson didn't play.
Oh.
He didn't play that much. No, he didn't play at all. He didn't play against the Eagles, remember?
Maybe it was...
He was activated, but he didn't play. He had the from when he got the interception on Aaron Rodgers and he hurt himself. He didn't play the rest of the season.
Damn.
Yeah. He probably would have played the next game if we had a good kicker. But, who'd you guys play in the playoffs this year?
The Cowboys. Lost by 2 points.
That was rough. That's when Alan Hearns, right? That's when Alan Hearns got hurt?
Oh, yeah. They're disgusting.
Oh, it's because what's-his-face got hurt, did he? Janikowski pulled his hamstring or something.
They made a punter as our field goal kicker. Good thing we didn't kick any field goals.
That's rough.
Or extra points.
Yeah. Janikowski, he's free agent, right? He's not on your team anymore?
I think so.
You guys are going to need a new kicker then.
Or just re-sign him.
Just get Blair Walsh. Was Blair Walsh against you guys when he missed?
We'll take Cody Parkey. He was against us.
We'll take Cody Parkey.
He was on the Vikings.
Will he get another job?
Cody Parkey?
Yeah.
Probably.
But, like, who's going to be that thirsty to give him a job after that? Like, we were the thirstiest team in the NFL for a kicker. So, like, where's he going to go? Tampa Bay?
The Browns.
Oh, God. They need a kicker.
They would have made the playoffs if they had fucking good kicking.
I feel like Cody Parkey is, he might get another job, I guess, but...
He's not terrible. I mean, come on.
He just had a bad year. If you look at most of his, like he missed most of his kicks in one game.
Yeah.
Like, he missed 4 or 5 in one game.
Doink.
Yeah.
Who's the best kicker in the NFL?
It's between Justin... I first thought it was Justin Tucker, like, ran away with it, Justin Tucker. But when I seen what, other than the Super Bowl, what Greg the Leg did in the playoffs...
He's an animal.
The Super Bowl wasn't really his fault. They already lost by the time he missed that field goal.
The power on Greg.
Dude, how long was the field goal he hit to win the NFC Championship? 56? Something like that?
I think it was 60? Damn near 60.
Like, for the game?
I think it was 56, 57.
That's clutch, dude.
Oh, it's huge. Right down the middle. In the dome.
You put the Greg the Leg on the Bears, we're in the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's crazy how much one position, like, if you have one position, not like...
That's a team sport. That really shows how much of a team sport it is.
It's like, all sports pretty much are like that when you look at team-wise. Except for maybe baseball, you can hide a bad defender in, like, left field or something. But even then, they'll make a mistake. Like, you remember Kyle Schwarber in the game when he... in the playoffs that one year when he, like, missed it off the tip of his glove and gave up 2 runs or something? Like, one play can change a lot in any sport. Like, basketball, if you don't have... I guess basketball now, for sure, is, like, become... You need, like, 5 All-Stars, 4 All-Stars.
Yeah, clearly. Look at the Lakers. One guy's not going to cut it.
I want to talk about the Lakers, by the way. I seen this shit today, and it, like, opened my mind up, like... Or is it the fact that they don't have Lonzo Ball? Is that why? That they're not... Lonzo Ball opens up the floor, makes the team way better every time he plays.
He's a really good player.
Lonzo, like, you can say whatever you want about his shooting, his scoring, whatever, but, like, his aggressiveness. But as a team player, he makes that team so good. Like,
he does.
They're on a different level when he's on the court. And I know LeBron normally does that, but I just feel like the age thing, like Lonzo being almost the same age, like, they just, like, connect with Lonzo more to be that guy who runs the offense compared to LeBron. And LeBron, you can just tell LeBron's not 100%. Like, he's hurt.
Something's up.
He's hurt. I think it's come to the point where they can't even, like, lose. Like, they have, like...
Oh, no, they're, like, the 10th seed.
They're playing... Yeah, it's bad. They're 6 games under 500?
Yeah, they're doing shitty.
It's not good at all. So
shitty.
I am, as you know, me and you both have a lot of respect for LeBron. But...
Oh, yeah.
If LeBron loses and doesn't even make the playoffs this year... Does that hurt his legacy?
I think so.
It's gotta, right? Like, Jordan never went to, like, a different conference and... Like, because that's been the knock on LeBron his whole career. They're losing right now, by the way, which is...
That's fucking...
To the Clippers. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, they're the 10th seed. 30-33.
How are they doing, though? Is LeBron struggling? What's going on?
They're behind Sacramento.
Sacramento is so good, dude. I want Sacramento to be the 8th seed because Sacramento is... Their games against the Warriors this year, they've lost by a combined total of 6 points.
Damn.
Which is Sacramento. It's going to be tough for them to make the playoff. The Lakers have the 3rd toughest schedule or something like that, they said, for the rest of the season, too, which sucks. Like, this Clippers game right now is one of their easier games. It's but yeah, I just think the knock on LeBron for his whole career has been he's in the East. It's easy. He's got an easy ride every year.
This really
and now that he goes to the West, he's awful. Like his team's awful.
That's crazy.
Most people would have predicted that he could at least carry them to the 8th seed, and if he doesn't make it,
it really hurts his legacy.
It hurts it a lot.
People are just gonna say, "Yeah, it was the East."
Yeah,
the East made him good.
That'll be like in the GOAT conversations. That'll be held against him.
Even now in the East, I don't think he'd make it.
With that team,
there's no way he's beating Toronto or the Bucks.
He'd at least be in the playoffs.
Oh, yeah, but he's not going far. He's not going to the finals.
But my thing with him is like in the East, he can just dominate.
Yeah, that's
but
like
in
LeBron.
the West,
he's
there's
no longer
too much for them. Because I didn't think he was going to beat the Boston Celtics last year.
There's just way too much talent in the West.
If Boston loses in the first round this year, is Kyrie going to leave? Because I
think Kyrie was going to leave anyways.
Well, if they make it to the championship, I don't think they'll leave.
I think he's just tired of it.
Yeah, he said he wanted his own team.
He's going to
got his own team. He got a really good team, and it's when he doesn't play, they do good. When he plays, he does good, but the rest of the team doesn't.
You think it's just him then? Like he makes the team.
I don't know if it's just that team.
It's like a Jimmy Butler effect.
Because that team's seen what they can do. Well, Jimmy Butler, he doesn't make the team worse. He just makes the attitude of the team worse.
He just makes everyone hate each other.
Yeah, or makes everyone hate him.
True.
Like Wiggins and Towns, he ruined Andrew Wiggins. Oh my god.
He turned him into a fucking.
But right now, Boston would play Philly in the first round.
Oh, that's so good.
Which would be a good matchup, but I don't know who would win that. Because you can
I want to say Philly, but
Philly's a better team.
Boston
right?
is deep.
But Boston, not only are they deeper, they have Philly's number. They killed Philly last year. And Joel Embiid, he hasn't played in a while. I don't think he's 100%. I don't know if it's just they're trying to savor him for the playoffs, but they said that he can't practice as much as he wants to, so that's why he gets tired in the second half of the games.
I think Philly just is tired of being shitty. So I think they're
in all sports.
I think they have a yikes.
Till football.
Now they got Bryce Harper.
They got Bryce Harper. They won a Super Bowl, and look at their starting five in basketball. They're doing okay. The Flyers still suck.
They're going to want it more than the Celtics. So they're going to play hard. Really hard.
My thing is with Kyrie, I think that the Celtics last year, when they made that deep run with Terry Rozier, who killed it, Brown, Tatum.
I damn near bought a Terry Rozier jersey.
I love Terry Rozier. I think he just has to be their starting point guard. Marcus Smart, he's playing well this year. And so is Marcus Morris, but...
You see Tatum?
Tatum, yeah.
Tatum.
They just seen how they could play last year. They played better as a unit. When Kyrie and Gordon come back and you just try to insert them into that, what they had going, Kyrie plays iso ball, you know what I mean? That team didn't play iso ball. They'd spread the ball, spread the love around, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And Gordon Hayward just came back. He's doing okay now, but just putting him right into the starting lineup, he wasn't ready. He wasn't ready. That's one of the worst injuries I've ever seen. But
that was
he just wasn't ready. Especially defensively.
I think Kyrie is going to link up with KD and Zion in New York.
That would be awesome, but I think that goes against what Kyrie wants. Kyrie has said why he left the Cavs with LeBron. You were playing with the best player in the world. And you leave because you want your own team. So now you have your own team. It's not working out. So then you're going to go back and play with KD on the Knicks? Now it's not your team anymore.
I think he's seen what he got his wish. It didn't work out.
I see him doing one of three things. He's going to go to New York with KD if he convinced KD to go there, and they're going to get Zion because the NBA draft lottery's rigged, and they're the biggest. They're the biggest team. We want to see New York good again because that's the biggest market in the NBA. Or he's going to go play with LeBron because they've been all buddy-buddy. They've been all buddy-buddy now. He called LeBron and said, "I'm sorry for everything" and all that. Or
that's just being friendly.
He's going to go to whatever team pays him the most. And we could have had him.
Yeah, we could have.
Actually, there's a fourth option I just thought of now that you said that. He's going to team up with Jimmy Butler because they're best friends.
You think
they're the best of friends.
You think they're going to team up in Philly, or they're going to both team up somewhere?
I feel like they don't have enough money to do it in Philly. Because Philly wants to get Jimmy Butler and Tobias Harris back. So if they were to get Tobias Harris and Jimmy back, then I don't see them being able to sign Kyrie.
Why would you?
Unless they let JJ Redick go. which I guess they could do.
They could.
How much money? Because they're not really, now that I think about it, they're not really paying anybody.
No.
Joel Embiid and, I mean, they're high
Ben
draft
Simmons.
picks, so they're getting a decent bit. Ben Simmons is getting like $9
million.
Embiid's getting like $7.
Oh, basketball contracts are fucked.
Yeah. So, like, if you're the first pick, you get $9 million. If you're the second, you
Guaranteed.
get, like, yeah. If you're a lottery pick, I'm pretty sure your contract's guaranteed. I think. That's how that works. That's why when people drop out of the lottery, they're really upset. Oh my God. Michael Porter Jr. still hasn't played. He was a lottery pick. I wanted the Bulls to get him, but we got Wendell, who's injured now, so when people say that if the Bulls have the first pick that they shouldn't get Zion, it blows my mind. Like they say, don't get Zion, we already have too many big men. But I'm like,
no.
We have very good big men, don't get me wrong. But when Zion's there, you gotta get Zion. Like
energy would be through the roof.
He can learn how to play small forward or something. Like, or Laurie can play center and Wendell can just go somewhere. But Zion.
Zion.
I like Wendell, don't get me wrong, but Zion. My thing is, if they had the second pick and RJ Barrett's there, I'm not taking RJ Barrett. I would take the point guard from whatever school he goes to. I think his name's Ja Morant. Is how you pronounce it?
I don't know.
He's been killing it. And Chris Dunn, I love. You know, I got a jersey shirt of Chris Dunn. But Ja Morant at the point guard with Chris Dunn coming off the bench, or they trade him. I don't know what they do there. It's just Chris Dunn's been struggling at point guard, and then they move Zach LaVine to point guard, and Zach LaVine's not a point guard. Zach LaVine's a bucket getter. He's an absolute bucket getter. He needs to be at the shooting guard and shoot.
Yeah, Zach LaVine's an animal.
And shoot some more.
And dunk.
And dunk. Oh my God, he needs to be in the dunk contest next year. If he's not in the dunk contest, I'm going to cry.
When do they have the All-Star game in Chicago?
When? Next year.
Next year?
Yeah, next
February.
February.
Be in that bitch.
That's going to be lit. With the dunk contest, Zion will probably be in it. If Zach has to be in it, he's from Chicago. We got to have somebody in it. Aaron Gordon said he'll be in it if Zach LaVine's in it.
That's amazing.
So Zion, Zach LaVine, and Aaron Gordon. I don't know who the fourth guy would be. Maybe the guy who won it this year, who was actually a decent dunker, but
Victor Oladipo.
He's hurt though.
Just have a fucking 2015 dunk.
I don't know if he's a
contest rematch.
I don't know if Oladipo's going to be okay though, man. I hope he's all right. What did he do? He did something really bad in his knee. I just hope he comes back the same. I like him a lot. Especially with the whole, Paul George trade was the worst trade ever.
Oh, my God.
And then they got Sabonis, who's been killing it, and they got Oladipo, who's an all-star. But Paul George.
He
is an MVP candidate.
Yes.
Him and Westbrook this season have been impressive. I've been critical of Russell Westbrook.
You always are.
This year, he's learned that this is Paul George year, and he needs to take a step back.
Yep.
But when Paul George doesn't play, Russell is not shooting the ball well. He just needs to hit the shots. When he's open, he needs to hit the shots. But other than that, Russell's had a very impressive year.
He has.
He's still averaging a triple-double, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
Even though he hasn't got much touch. Is he averaging probably 20, 10, and something, 12 and 10, something like that? That's ridiculous.
He's just an animal.
That is ridiculous how he can average a triple-double 3 years in a row. My thing is the year he won MVP, right? He won because he averaged a triple-double, correct?
Yeah.
So then the next year, he's not even a candidate, but he averaged a triple-double. He's not even in the top 3. That doesn't make any sense. Now he's not far from a candidate. He's probably not even top 20, and he's still averaging a triple-double.
Yeah, I don't understand.
So then either he should be a candidate, we need some consistency here. He should still be a candidate, because now his team's better. His team's been better the last 2 years.
Yeah. Maybe it was just the fact that he was alone. Not alone, but
maybe it was because it was the first time somebody did it in a while.
Right. But James Harden did it. Wasn't James Harden averaging a triple-double too?
He was close. He was 8 rebounds or something. It was really close.
James Harden probably should have won it.
Both times.
Yeah. I'm glad Russ won it. But
yeah,
James Harden probably should have won that.
I don't think James should have. Hold on, let me think of last season. Yeah, James should have won it last year. This year, I hope James doesn't win. I mean, his team's doing really good now, so he'll
I think Curry's going to win it.
Really?
Curry or Paul George?
I think Giannis is going to win it.
Oh.
Giannis's team has been the best team in basketball since the season started. And it's all because of him, really.
That's true.
I mean, he has a fringe all-star on his team in Chris Middleton.
He's Eric Bledsoe.
Eric Bledsoe just got an extension, too. He's been doing well. Remember when Terry Rozier called him Drew Bledsoe? And then he wore a Drew Bledsoe jersey to the game.
That's fucking funny. This is the longest I've talked about basketball.
Yeah.
I don't fucking know anything about basketball.
I was gonna say that we're not gonna talk much basketball on this podcast because you don't, unless we get a guest or something.
I know enough about basketball.
You know
to act like
sound like you know.
Right, to sound like I know what I'm talking about.
Dude, honestly,
I know players and where they're at in the season. I know stats somewhat. I just don't watch it.
Yeah, I love basketball. You know, it's been my favorite sport since I was a kid, but I just haven't watched it this year. Like, it's just, when I know what's going to happen at the end of the season, it's like, rough.
Yeah. This year is different, though. Because, like, it used to be the Cavs and the Warriors.
At least we're going to have a different team in the East.
Right. Maybe even in the West.
Maybe.
Come on. I mean, the fucking Thunder almost beat the Warriors.
Maybe. The Rockets almost beat them last year. But
that's what I'm saying.
You got to think, compared to last year, I know it doesn't look like much right now, but they still have DeMarcus Cousins now.
Oh, shit. I forgot about him.
Like, it's...
Yikes.
It's tough to think anybody's going to beat them.
But I think it could happen.
It could. Anything could happen, really. But
anything is possible.
He's not even on a team right now. He's still in Cleveland, but they won't cut him. They won't trade him.
Who?
They won't get J.R. Smith.
Oh.
I thought you said anything is possible, didn't you?
Well, I did. I started saying Henny, but
yeah.
Anything.
Yeah. He just said he doesn't want to play for Cleveland.
Okay,
and Cleveland won't do anything with him.
That's shitty. He's a decent player.
Yeah, I think he should go back to LA. Oh, he's a free agent, though, after this year, so it doesn't really matter.
That'd be fucking crazy if he went to LA. Just follows LeBron everywhere.
It's the only thing that's ever got him anything.
Yikes. He was good on the Nuggets.
He was good on the Nuggets. He was good on the Knicks. I think the Knicks is where he became an idiot, though. Speaking of the Knicks, freaking Melo is still not on a team.
Good.
Is he going to retire?
Fucking he should. He's not good anymore. He's just not good.
But, like, don't you think he could still at least be a solid player off the bench?
No.
I think there's people in the NBA right now that he's still better than.
Sure.
But
he should just quit. Just retire.
The one thing, like, the rumor I've been hearing is him to the Lakers, and
no,
that's the farthest thing that they need is Melo.
Fucking go to the Clippers. I don't know.
Like, I think he will get one more shot at least, but
if he fucks up, like if he doesn't play good.
My thing is that whole thing in Houston, he didn't play that bad to where they literally made him take all of the blame for what was going on. And that's just fucked up.
That's fucked up.
Like, Melo did not deserve that blame at all.
He was a Chicago Bull for about an hour.
Yes, we finally got him, right?
Finally. A little bit too late.
You know, it's fucking 12 years after we wanted him. The other thing I seen about the Bulls was when LeBron was a free agent from Cleveland, is that they could have had LeBron and D-Wade. Like, they really wanted to come here, but D-Wells refused to recruit him.
What a dickhead.
He's like, this is my team. We don't need anything else. Which is really, really a bold thing to say.
I mean, he's not wrong.
Let's be honest. The crazy part is he came back and won the MVP right after he said that.
He's a fucking... And then he just got hurt.
If he would never got hurt, we probably wouldn't have needed them.
We'd had another fucking trophy.
At least. We would have at least went to the finals. And played... Because they played Dallas, and that was the year that we played them in the Eastern Conference Finals. We played the Heat, and the Heat beat us, and we weren't quite ready yet. And then the next year, they played OKC. So I think if we would have went to the finals against OKC, that would have been way better than Miami OKC, because that would have been two young teams. Westbrook and D Rose in the finals.
Oh my god. That would have been so great.
I see this all the time too. Would D Rose be better than Westbrook is right now if he never got hurt?
I think.
He's got to be, right?
He'd be like the best point guard in the NBA.
Maybe ever.
Maybe ever.
He was that good.
He was insanely good.
And he's still, like, good.
Right. After all those injuries.
He's always been good. He's just never been able to stay healthy. Like, now they're monitoring him so he can stay healthy. Like, he's on the Timberwolves. They don't need him to play every night. They're not doing anything. My thing with him is he needs, like, I know he loves Minnesota. Like, he's rejuvenated his career there, but he's got to go to a team that actually has a chance. I mean, I know he did that last year with Cleveland and it didn't work out, but that wasn't his fault. He got hurt.
Right. Well, that's just...
He got hurt on a dirty, very dirty play. So, like...
Yeah. I just think he would have been...
You know where he should go?
I feel like they would have had... If he would have never gotten hurt, I feel like...
We'd have at least one championship.
The talk between the best player in the NBA, it wouldn't even, like, be LeBron. It'd be Derrick Rose first.
It'd be close.
I feel like we'd be comparing Derrick Rose to Jordan. You're not in the same position.
He'd
but
be in the prime of his career right now.
Yeah, that'd be insane.
He won the MVP when he was 23, 24, the youngest ever. So he still had years and years and years and years to get better.
Right.
Like, he's, what, 30 right now?
Yeah, he's young.
Not
he's
old.
Young as shit.
But, like, now it's like, last year we were talking about it might be the end of his career.
Yeah.
Which is wild.
It's unfortunate.
Yeah, it's tough. You said LeBron, he wouldn't...
Especially because he's a hometown kid.
Yeah, we love D-Rose. It's my
favorite
player ever.
It sucks to see that.
He needs to cut those braids.
Maybe that's
Dreads.
Maybe that's the fucking key. He just needs to shave his head again.
He did that, though, when he was on the Bulls, and it didn't really help him much.
I guess.
You remember when he hit that bank shot against Cleveland in the playoffs?
It was the greatest celebration ever. It was the greatest celebration ever.
Yeah.
It's such a D-Rose celebration.
You said that he would be the talk for best player in the NBA, not LeBron, if he never got hurt, right?
He would have been what people think, like, when that
Right.
first comes to mind.
So I'm hearing things right now that people are trying to say that LeBron at the end of the season will not be considered the best player in the NBA.
No, I don't think... I think people are right about that.
Who do you think it'd be? Because I don't think it could be KD. I don't think it'll be KD.
Curry.
Even though KD is who it should be. I think if Giannis brings the Bucks to the finals and they win at least 1 or 2 games against the Warriors,
it's got to be Giannis.
He's the best player in the NBA. Not only that, if he can find a jump shot, not
over
only is he
with.
the best player in the NBA, he might be chasing MJ at that point if he finds a jump shot.
Ooh.
6'11", everything he does everything perfect.
Too big, too strong.
He does everything perfect, and then he finds a jump shot.
My God.
Like, Ben Simmons reminds me of Giannis. Like, they're the same player, but Ben Simmons is a little smaller. But, like, they do everything the same. They just can't shoot.
Yeah, that's true.
Well, Giannis actually shoots a little better than Ben Simmons.
Simmons can't shoot for shit.
Ben Simmons has shot his first legitimate 3-pointer ever.
And he missed that bitch.
Hey, it was close.
It was close.
I think he shot 2 now. He has 2 legitimate 3-pointers.
He needs to work on... Like, what are you doing? In the NBA, you can't shoot.
I don't understand at this point in NBA history how you could be in the NBA and not be able to shoot.
And he's still, like, a good player.
Like, I don't know about... I know you've never played basketball, but, like, when I was in high school playing basketball, everybody on the team thought they could shoot. We all sat there and shot threes. Are you kidding me?
That's how it is. I thought I could
that's
shoot
how
in
you
gym
grow
class.
up.
Yeah.
Like, 3-point shooting is how it is. Like, you got to be able to shoot.
Bitches love the 3-point shot.
But, like, that's wild that he can't shoot. Like,
that's crazy.
Everybody can shoot nowadays. Marc Gasol can
You're
shoot.
a fucking professional NBA player. You can't
DeMarcus
shoot.
Cousins is one of the best centers in the NBA. Can shoot. Joel Embiid can shoot. Your
Right.
center can shoot. Are you kidding me?
Right.
Fucking
I mean, I don't understand it.
Dirk can't shoot anymore. That's because he's 40.
He could shoot.
He could. He was one of the best at it.
He's a fucking burner.
Best 3-point shooter ever is Curry, right?
Definitely.
Who's number 2?
Larry Bird.
You think so?
Yeah.
I think it's Clay.
You think it's Clay?
I think it's Clay.
Not yet.
I think it's Curry, Clay, Ray Allen, Larry Bird, then Reggie Miller.
What about Steve Kerr?
Steve Kerr.
I think Larry Bird's number 2.
Larry Bird was a really good shooter.
I'm confident.
I just feel like Larry Bird was more known for his mid-range shots more than his 3-point shots in the game. In the 3-point contest, he killed it.
Yeah, I guess.
He went out there with his fucking warm-up on and stroked them bitches. Are you kidding me?
I don't think Clay is number 2. No matter which way.
Like,
there's so many good 3-point shooters, though.
Clay is just so
He's dead,
ridiculous, man.
Him and Curry like the same
Like,
fucking
when
person.
Clay gets hot, Clay is unstoppable.
Didn't he beat Curry in the fucking 3-point contest?
Yeah. He missed, like, 2 shots.
Yeah.
Like, they're a different team when Clay's killing it.
I think Curry's one of the best point guards to ever play the game.
Oh, yeah. Curry's one of the best players to ever play the game.
This is true.
I'd put him at least top 25 right now. At least.
Maybe top 15.
Maybe. He's up there. He's a very good player. Him and KD are both top 25 players in my mind.
Yeah.
KD's probably the best scorer of our generation.
Yeah, I can't.
I hate to give him props, but
he's just good. You can't.
He's a good player. Dude. I loved KD before he broke my heart. I loved KD.
Even though I didn't. You don't root for those teams. You don't give a shit.
I loved KD, dude. He was my favorite player in the NBA. When he was crying about his mother at the MVP speech, I was like, dude, Wanda. I love that guy. Dude, right. I was more happy that Wanda was on the court celebrating than KD. When he lost the finals to LeBron and went over to her and started crying, he's like, yeah, he's I hate to give him his props, but he's a very good player.
He is.
Curry, I love. I don't give a shit.
I don't like when people talk bad about Curry. How can you talk
You're
bad
dumb.
about him?
Just because you don't like the Warriors doesn't like Curry is the best point guard in basketball right now. It's not close.
You just have to recognize talent.
Curry's at least the third best player in basketball. He's the best point guard by far.
By the best scorer.
No, anybody who says Westbrook's better than him, like Russ has earned my respect this year. It's just blasphemy.
They play different too.
Yeah,
they're way different play styles.
Yeah.
So I don't even. It's like comparing apples to oranges.
Yeah. Who else is a point guard like in the NBA?
They have 32 teams.
Close to like him. There's if you consider Harden a point guard, I guess he's Kyrie. He's probably top 5.
Scratching it.
Have you seen that picture where it's Westbrook and Kyrie, and it's like 2 point guards better than Curry?
That's so stupid.
Kyrie's not even close, and neither is Westbrook. I'm sorry.
No.
Like,
hey, that's dumb.
They're both top 5, but it's probably Curry, Westbrook,
Derrick Rose,
D-Rose,
and
Goran Dragic, Chris Dunn, Ben Simmons.
Oh, God.
I can't even think of point guard in the NBA right now.
Neither can I. They're like the most recognizable.
It's probably the best position in basketball. Like, it's the deepest. John Wall. Probably because he's hurt. That's probably why.
Damian Lillard.
Oh, my God. Dame Dollar. Dropping dimes. Chris Paul. He's fallen off.
Yikes.
He was probably top 5 last year. Now he might not even be top 10.
Jesus Christ.
He's been awful this season. But Chris Paul's cool. I like him off the court, and I hate him on the court.
You seen when his son wore a D-Wade jersey, and he was like, it's the only time you can do it. It was his last game against him.
They're, like, really good friends, right? Yeah, it's Chris Paul, D-Wade, LeBron. And Melo?
Melo.
Yeah, Melo. Because they were all drafted around the same time. Melo, LeBron, and Wade were all the same. I think Paul was the year before, and Chris Bosh was just waving at him when they were on the boat together.
Damn.
Chris Bosh, man. He could be a good player on the Lakers right now if they want him. They said if he was getting interviewed, they said if you had any interest, he said no, I'm not coming back to the NBA. If they would have called me like 3 months ago, I probably would have done it.
Damn.
But
let's talk about this. You said that Chris Bosh came back. It just reminded me of fucking. Oh my God, I forgot the dude's name. How did I forget his name?
What team is he on?
He plays for the Dallas Cowboys.
Oh, the Cowboys?
What's Jason Witten?
Oh my God, dude.
That doesn't make sense to me.
No, it makes plenty of sense to me. You want to know why? Because I don't have to hear him talk anymore on the broadcast. He's the worst announcer in football.
It goes Joe Buck.
He makes Joe Buck. No. He makes Joe Buck look good. Are you kidding me?
Fucking Jason Witten, Joe Buck. And
I'm going to talk to you about Joe Buck once we're done with Jason Witten. But Jason Witten, I mean, he didn't want to retire.
Oh, shit.
What the fuck was that? Oh, Conor McGregor fell. He didn't want to retire when he was playing. He just retired because they offered him money, and then he realized he wasn't good. Did you hear what Steve Smith Sr. said about him?
No.
So they asked him, would you ever consider coming back like Jason Witten? And he said, I'm not going to say nothing. He's like, yeah, Rich Eisen, the bald guy, he's like, don't let him say nothing. And Steve Smith said, I'm actually good at my job here, so I'm not going to go back. Damn. I love Steve Smith. He's awesome, dude.
He's awesome.
But what I was going to tell you about Joe Buck, like, baseball, doing the World Series, can we please let Matt Vasgersian do it?
He ruined the World Series.
Matt Vasgersian is one of the best announcers in baseball. They need to let him take Joe Buck's spot.
Why does Joe Buck do the World Series?
Even Ernie Johnson, he's a basketball announcer and he does baseball, and I'd rather listen to him than Joe Buck.
Joe Buck ruined the 2016 World Series for me.
The only Joe Buck call that will resonate with me for my entire life is when he says, "The Chicago Cubs have won it all." I get chills. I just got chills saying it.
But anyone could have said it.
I know, but like
that call. My dad could have said it and it would have gave me chills.
He was just so like if you listen to, they have the Matt Vasgersian calling it on the radio.
Yeah.
And he's like, when Rajai Davis hit that home run, he was like, "Oh my God, that's Santa Maria."
Yeah.
I love Matt Vasgersian. If he would take Joe Buck's job, I would be.
Like, should just let him do it.
He called. You remember that season? He called the series against the Giants.
Yeah.
And it was great. Chris Bryant hit the home run. He said, "Chris Bryant ties it in the ninth." He's just a way better announcer. He gets you hyped.
Chris Bryant has tied.
He's not biased. He's not biased.
He's just a good announcer.
Like,
he genuinely
cheer for both teams.
He genuinely loves baseball.
Right. He genuinely loves watching baseball and calling.
He's like a little kid.
Joe Buck, like, I feel like he's the football guy, and like when. Have you seen like the worst Joe Buck calls compilation?
No.
Like when Randy Moss does his little mooning the crowd thing. Like, that's a despicable act by Randy Moss.
Guys have been laughing.
I'm like, what? I'm like, dude,
have some fun.
He had a fake moon. Like, it's not like he pulled his ass out on live TV. He's like, that's a despicable act by Randy Moss.
That's so dumb.
He said, "I'm sorry, we just had that on our airways." I'm like,
chill out.
Did you think he pulled his pants down or something? Like, you guys had Devin Hester get his pants pulled down. You didn't apologize for that. Dude, I remember when they blurred that out. It was the funniest shit ever.
It's so fucking goofy.
Like, when that happens to somebody, like, the whole arena sees their ass. Like, how do you think they feel?
Probably don't care.
No, I'm
sure. It's just a butt.
Like, I'm glad they don't, like, they censor it on TV, though. Like,
it's just a butt. Do you remember seeing a female's butt, like, bare ass for the first time?
Yeah.
You remember how you felt? Like, I'm gonna fucking tear this shit up. It's just animalistic at that point.
You're just like a different zone.
I'm gonna fuck this up.
You're like
you turn into a beast.
Benny the Bull just came out of nowhere.
You're just like, oh, here we go.
You know my something I was thinking about the other day. I was gonna text somebody about it. I don't remember why. You know how like when guys bend over, like their ass crack shows or something, right? I was at work. So like,
you're at work. I was at work
thinking about it. I was just sitting there.
That's how it goes.
And like, because it was boring as shit. But so like, whenever a girl bends over, why is it only the ugly fucking bitches that asses show? Have you ever seen a pretty girl bend over and her ass crack shows?
Nope.
No. It doesn't happen.
Because ugly girls tend to have. I don't know. I don't know how to explain it.
Why?
When you say ugly, do you mean like? I mean, maybe ugly girls don't have nice butts, so like their shit just slides off.
No, like just not even like ugly.
Like, even she could be
like
thick.
Ugly with like that. Like just the most disgusting thing you've ever seen in your life. Like not even trying to be bogus, but like that's the only people whose ass crack shows.
I don't even
dudes and dude
plumbers.
Sometimes it's just like you look over, like you're just looking in a direction and it happens, and you're just like, "Whoa."
I guess, dude, that's disgusting. When you see someone's ass crack, like you just stare at it. Because you're like, holy shit.
Dude, you remember in school, was that you I was with? Like, this dude had his ass crack showing and Mo threw a piece of paper in his pants.
Bro. Was it at lunch or something?
I don't remember when it was, but it was the
It was tech theater.
Yeah, it was tech. I'm pretty sure you were
I was there, yeah.
Yeah, it was hilarious. No, it wasn't even Mo, it was Isaiah. It was Isaiah.
He just threw it into his ass crack.
He's just kept... He's sleeping, bro.
He was slumped.
Bro, school stories are wild.
We used to do some dumb shit in high school.
Oh, yeah. We have a lot of dumb videos of us doing dumb shit.
Especially in tech theater.
That we wish we had videos of us doing.
Technical theater is where you can get away with the most.
Love that class.
We would break shit.
Yeah.
Just fucking run amok.
Yeah. I can understand why. Like, we would
probably be stressed about us, bro.
We would get mad about teachers, but like, we
were
looking
assholes.
Back, I understand it.
We were dickheads.
Right. We got along, like, when we had the sub.
We weren't dickheads. We were just kind of, like, hard to control. When we were all together, we just couldn't be handled.
Yeah, you remember when we got the sub? And, like, we didn't like her at all?
Which one? The fucking one that was, like, all feminist?
No, the first sub, like, that we had for
Miss Ball.
Miss Ball, yeah.
Yeah.
So, we didn't like her at all. And then she wasn't our teacher anymore. And we liked her.
She was just like us.
Right.
She was, like, exactly like us.
We liked her, like, because she...
We had moments with her.
Yeah, like when she wasn't our teacher anymore, we liked her because she wasn't mad at us all the time because we weren't being little assholes. Yeah, that's what we were. And then Wheeler came back, and Wheeler kind of was mean to us sometimes. And we were done. He's cool.
I don't know. We kind of put those two through hell.
Yeah,
It's
I
just
understand it.
when we're all in a big group like that, just a bunch of ghetto ass kids. It's
you
hard to
can't
control.
put us all in the same class.
No, that's a mistake on their part.
Right.
You couldn't put us in any other class.
Right.
We were good at what we did.
It was the only class.
We could build the shit out of some fucking set.
It was the only advanced tech class.
Right.
So there was nothing.
And we could have done like really good work, but
we did when we tried.
Oh, we did.
We did when we tried.
Probably the best in the class.
Yeah, we were.
Me, you, Mo, Isaiah, Brendan. It was just lights out.
We did good when we tried. It's just
even Edgar.
Yeah,
Edgar was good.
Dude, he did good. He just never did it.
He's just a dickhead. He was a dickhead.
Yeah.
He stapled my fucking backpack with the hefty ass fucking like heavy duty staple gun. Stapled that shit. I had a book in there.
Literally everything was stapled together.
We used to shoot staples at each other.
Yeah.
With the handheld ones.
Yeah. Hopefully Wheeler doesn't listen to this.
He almost took my damn finger off in a cabinet one time. I was convinced my finger was on the floor. That was the
scariest moment of my life.
How do you think I fucking felt? I thought I was fingerless.
See, but there was nothing you could do about it.
You know what it was?
I did it.
It was the tip of my finger, like my nail.
Oh, that's the worst.
So it hurt
like
so much.
If I would have slammed it right here, it wouldn't have been that bad.
Even down here, I would have been fine.
Like,
but the fingertip,
right here is the worst.
All the nerve endings. I thought my finger was on the
floor. Have
floor.
you ever got a splinter underneath your fingertip like that?
No.
It's the worst. You can't even get it out.
Have you ever, like, you bite your nails, right?
Yeah.
You ever bite your thumbnail and, like, you tear it way too far back and it burns?
Yeah.
For, like, a day?
Yeah.
Oh, it's the worst.
Yeah. Have you ever, like, had your toenail get, like, you remember when you broke my toenail when you kicked it?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. My toe was fucked up for, like, a long time.
That's
like,
bad.
I could barely walk.
Yeah, that's bad.
Like, it's... Yeah, there's certain things that like you wouldn't think hurt that much, just like fuck you up for a while. Like,
yeah, it sucks.
Like if you get like a loud noise, your ears ring for like a long time. Like
I don't think I've ever like had my ears ring like that for an extensive period of time.
Do you have moments like where you're just like you don't understand what's going on in that moment, and then like you think back on it, and then you remember everything vividly, but like in the moment you're just like fucking doing shit. Like when we were at the Post Malone concert.
Oh yeah.
Like I was just like
I was in the moment,
and I like remembered everything vividly when I went home, but like I didn't know what the fuck was going on.
Oh no, I was like living in the moment when I was there.
Like, and of course I recorded everything. Like, it's funny because when you listen to my recordings, I'm yelling. You can literally hear me screaming.
You can hear it in my recording.
Like it's fucking.
That was so much fun.
That was my. I don't think that was my. That was my first concert that I went to of people that I actually listened to.
Really?
Like, I've been to like I went to some boy band concert or some shit when I was like younger because my dad we won free tickets and went to Chicago.
Yeah, you told me that.
Yeah,
dude, I went to a fucking Slipknot concert when I was 7.
Oh, that sounds awesome.
It was fun because I listened to Slipknot back then when I was a little fucking white kid.
I go to a Slipknot concert right now.
I wore DCs. I was that type of dude. I wore like DCs and Oasis or whatever.
Dude, did you see that thing that said vans can't, like, you throw your vans in the air and they can't land, like...
They land upright.
They always land upright.
Because they're fucking bottom heavy with all that rubber.
Like, when I seen that, like, it made sense, but, like, when I seen it, I was like, no way.
Did you try it after?
Yeah, I started throwing my vans around the house. I couldn't get them. It's certain vans, though. Like, if you use some vans, they can land, like, on their sides.
It's just the bottom. Like, they're just rubber and heavy.
Yeah. It's... If we still worked at, Kohl's, I would have literally just grabbed the shoes and started throwing them, see if any of them would have. Like,
dude, having like a regular job right now is, I don't know. I just hate having regular jobs.
Like, if it's not like when we get our future jobs, it's going to be something that we want to do.
Like a career.
Like a career is something that you picked, like something that you really wanted to do.
Mm-hmm.
Like a job, like right now we're just
working
it to get paid,
right?
And it's dragging and dragging and dragging. You know what I mean?
Well, you got to do it,
right? Otherwise, you're just going to be broke,
right? I got shit to pay for,
right?
I got school, I got a car. Fucking food.
Food's the fucking worst of it. That's where all of our money goes.
We're old now, so like we can't really depend on our parents like that,
right? I mean, they'll help us out every once in a while,
but not like.
But like. It's not like, oh, can I get $20 to go to B-Dub? You
right.
remember that?
Oh my god, those days!
Like when they would drive us everywhere because we couldn't drive.
Brian's mom
and like
we'd have
mom.
I'd have to ask my mom every weekend for $20.
Because like before that, like freshman year, was this sophomore year or junior? It was junior year, really. When
no,
we started.
It was sophomore year.
It was the summer of sophomore year going into junior year, right?
No, it was sophomore year.
Sophomore year was more me and you, though. I thought, because like. Junior year is when like
it might have been junior year.
Went to hang out with everybody else. Like sophomore year is when me and you got to being like really good friends again because of baseball.
Yeah.
And
We were in that class
the
together,
sophomore. Yeah, who was that?
Miss Hill.
Yeah, that was a good class.
I don't remember that class at all.
Dude, that one dude.
Tony?
Oh yeah, Tony was in that class too. It was the one dude though that moved to Chicago. He was funny as hell. What is his name? Oh, Cecil. Cecil's funny as hell. He would always
Didn't he get beat up?
About something. No, I don't remember what happened.
Or he ran away from a beating?
Something like that. I don't remember. I still have him on Snapchat.
What does he post?
Dude, he's wild. He's a wild guy.
I bet.
Yeah. He's always been wild though.
You know what we need to start doing? We need to start working out.
Yeah.
I got the membership. I just need to eat like good, like right, you know?
Yeah.
Protein. That's what I
don't
need.
have no money to get a membership.
It's only, you pay like $12 up
have
front.
$0.
Well, just wait then.
You pay $12 up front?
Up front, yeah.
And how much is it? It's just 10 per month after that?
I think you pay like 21 at the end of the month.
No, that's for you because you got the...
Oh, yeah. Then, yeah. For you, it's cheaper. I mean, do you want to buy the... You could bring...
Well, I don't have no reason to, other than like...
What if someone wants to go one day?
Well,
Riley's
you are
buying
going to
it.
be going most of the time.
What if I bring
So,
Abby?
like-
You can go with Riley. He's buying one. He's buying a 2-day.
The only person that I would buy one for is if like I wanted DeVell to come, but I'm not going to buy that because DeVell's only going to be here, what,
Yeah, he's not
Like-
a week.
4 months out of the year he's going to be down here?
Right. He works out in his own fucking...
He goes to Planet Fitness. It's just he doesn't have a membership. He goes with Vanessa. But
Yeah, she has a membership too.
yeah, he I wanted to get one. I think I'm only gonna get the normal one though.
Yeah.
Because like I don't really have anybody to take.
Take Ryan.
He needs to.
Yeah.
He needs to. But he can go with my dad. My dad still has the one to export. He needs to start going because he pays so much for that shit and he doesn't even really go.
That's crazy.
Yeah, that place is. That was our problem with LA Fitness. Like if we don't go to Planet Fitness sometimes, like if we miss some days, like
It's not expensive.
$10. Like,
Right.
I guess it wasn't that expensive at LA either. It was just at that time we weren't working that much because it was baseball. So we it was $25 a month there because we did the little deal where it was like both of us could go.
Yeah.
But
I feel like now that we don't go there, like everyone
goes
else,
there.
everyone goes there
It
now.
pisses me off. We should have did more than just played basketball there though.
Probably should have worked out.
Yeah,
I've been fucking skinny my whole life.
I haven't.
I'm gonna get swollen and beat the shit out of Ephraim.
Yeah,
We're name dropping all of our friends. I feel like
we're name dropping a lot of shit.
we just haven't like discussed like
Who cares?
yeah, who gives a shit?
They're gonna listen to it. They're
Be
gonna
on
hear their
this
own
bitch.
names. Yeah, they'll be on it eventually. Every name that we've mentioned will probably be on this thing eventually.
Jeez, bro.
Yeah.
I wanted to talk about something. I forgot.
I could come up with something to talk about. Give me a second. Cubs. Go Cubs.
Nah, I don't want to talk about them.
They've been killing it in the spring training though.
Spring training don't mean shit.
It doesn't. But it's nice to see our guys that struggle
Starting
actually
to hit.
getting good.
Yeah.
If they don't start Almora every single game this season, like not every game obviously, but like if he's not an everyday starter,
They're a bunch of fucking
I'm gonna be
momos.
pissed off. Like if he tries to start Ian Happ more than Edison Russell, I mean not Edison Russell,
Jesus.
more than Almora, it's gonna piss me off.
You work tomorrow?
I do not work tomorrow.
You don't work till fucking...
I work till Friday. I work Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Which is gonna suck.
I want to get a tattoo soon, but I don't have the funds.
What do you want to get?
That's a good question.
I know you want to get that one tattoo of the Nightmare Before Christmas, is it? But like that's
That's gonna-
obviously not a first tattoo.
That's so much money.
Yeah, it's gonna take a while.
I don't know where I'd put that either. Probably want it on my chest.
That one's probably gonna be like $500 because I think he'll
All the-
consider that a portrait.
All the color and shit,
Right.
too. That's going to be a long tattoo.
Oh yeah, it'll look fucking awesome. Though.
On my chest would be cool, though.
Yeah, a chest tattoo's cool because like you can cover it up. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like so it doesn't cause me. Dude, I really want to get a tattoo on my forearm right here, but like I don't want that to interfere with any. Like eventually, by that time, it'll probably like nobody's gonna care about tattoos. But like I don't want to interfere. Like I guess with my future job though, like when I go for like an interview, I'll be wearing a suit, so it really won't matter.
Who knows if we'll be wearing a suit?
Well, if I want to do a sports journalism like I want to, you're going to be wearing a suit most of the time.
True.
Unless I have a radio show, which would be really cool because then I can wear whatever I want.
Right.
I got a face for radio is what I always get told.
Oh my god. Who tells you that?
My dad.
That's fucked up.
Yeah.
Old people have not old people, but like older people have the funniest fucking insults.
Dude,
they're so creative. They've never, like kids nowadays are just like, hey, fuck you, you look stupid, ugly bitch.
I love using old people insults.
They're so funny.
Like, it's fucking...
They are so funny. Like, if my dog looked like you had shave its ass and teach it to walk backward, that's my favorite.
I like, if the queen had balls, she'd be the king.
That's not even an insult, that's just fucking hilarious.
That's funny.
Who comes up with that?
I don't... Like, the shit they say. Like, it's like they just pull it out of their ass out of nowhere.
Yeah, it's funny.
Like...
Oh my god, old people are the greatest.
When was the last time you were, like, a consistent WWE watcher?
I don't even remember. Probably, like, a WrestleMania. What? Probably
What's the last wrestling event you vividly remember watching?
Oh my god. When the Big Show got knocked out by Floyd Mayweather.
WrestleMania 24.
Yeah. Jesus. You pulled that out of your ass.
Yeah. I'm still a vivid watcher, so I could tell you just about anything.
See, it changed for me. I just liked it back when, like, the Edge and the Hardy Boys were, like, the Hardy Boys.
Edge. Sucks.
Batista wasn't...
He came back.
He did, but... I don't know. The DX was still a thing.
He beat up Ric Flair on his birthday.
Jesus. I seen a picture of that on Instagram.
Dude, that was... last week, I think all the old wrestling fans that used to like it last week, Raw and SmackDown, were ridiculous, and everybody would have loved that. Like, Jeff and Matt Hardy came back together.
That's dope.
Everything was cool. Kofi Kingston's gonna fight for the title, dude.
What the hell?
Yes. I love it. He deserves it so much.
See,
he's been there for 10 years. He freaking deserves it.
He's been there for 10 years?
Yeah.
I think it's been longer.
2008, 7? Okay, maybe it's been 11, 12.
12 years.
12 at the most. But he's been there for quite a while.
I used to watch, like, Bobby Lashley.
Well, Bobby Lashley's back. Big
See, they all come back, but it's not the same.
Yeah, Bobby Lashley sucked when he was first here, though. The only thing Bobby Lashley's known for is being the freaking, I was going to say the supporter of Trump.
He's a Trump supporter?
No, he was, remember the WrestleMania when it was Vince McMahon's guy, Umaga?
Oh, yeah.
Versus Trump's guy, Bobby Lashley, and whoever lost had to shave their head.
Yep.
And Vince McMahon lost because obviously Trump wasn't shaving that wig.
Fucking toupee.
That toupee he's got on.
He was one ugly bastard, bro.
Oh, he's ugly.
One ugly motherfucker.
By the way, rest in peace to Umaga. Jeez.
Yeah.
That's rough.
Long ass time
ago.
Dude, rest in peace to...
Wrestlers die a lot. Like, more than any other... It's because they get hurt. They, like... You can say it's fake all you want, but, like, they're literally hitting themselves every single day on the ground. Like, Jeff Hardy's shit wasn't fake, bro.
Look at Chris Benoit. He fucking... Won too many concussions. Killed himself and his family. Yeah.
Like,
shit's no joke.
The pain pills they take, man, it fucks them up.
Oh, they get addicted.
Like, a lot of big wrestlers die off of, well, freaking, like, just their heart problems from taking so many pills. Ultimate Warrior, I was going to say Randy Savage, but he died in a car accident, so that's...
He did?
Yeah.
Well, like instantly?
It was a bad car accident, yeah. I think him and
his wife?
His wife both died, yeah.
Wow, when was that?
What year was that? 2013?
Oh, really?
It really sucks, because, like, they waited till he died to induct him to the Hall of Fame, which is bullshit.
They would have done
Same thing with China.
They inducted her because she threw that fucking ass back.
They didn't even really induct China, though. Like, it's kind of bullshit. Like, she's like the starter of, like, the women wrestlers. Like, she's the first big one.
She paved the way.
Like, I guess Sable probably made the most money, but, like, nobody gives a shit about her. She didn't know how to wrestle. China was, like, freaking
a man, bro. I feel like a lot of it has to do with, like, old wrestlers. They took a lot of steroids, too, and kind of...
It was bad. It
fucks them up.
Like, look at all the old wrestlers now, other than, like, Hulk Hogan. Like, they're all fucking...
There is no freaking way that the Ultimate Warrior was not on some roids.
Oh, they all were at that time?
Hulk Hogan was probably on steroids, too.
Yeah.
When you look at...
If you look at that era, and then, like, 2005, 2002... Like, you can't tell me Batista wasn't on steroids.
He was roided the fuck up.
The only person that I believe never took steroids was John Cena.
No, I don't believe it.
Dude, the only reason I believe that is because, like, he's always been, like, a power lifter guy.
That's true.
Who gets drug tested, so, like...
That's true.
He I don't think he's taking steroids.
He's
just an absolute freak.
He's just a freak in nature.
He did those bodybuilding contests.
I forget he was a bodybuilder.
Yeah, he was even way swoller back then compared to now.
He's old now.
Like he's still ridiculous.
He's deflating.
He's becoming a movie star, man. He's actually pretty decent.
Him, The Rock, Batista. It's weird to see wrestlers also like they transition into movies.
The thing that drives me crazy about that is like Rock. Obviously, he was a great.
Ronda Rousey's in a movie.
Oh, she's in a video game too, isn't she? Isn't she in the new Mortal Kombat?
I think so.
Yeah, but they all like Rock and Cena were like really good talkers, and they obviously that helped them act.
That's true.
But Batista was never like he was just a big. I'm a Batista.
He's a great actor too.
But he's a good actor.
When you see him in like
Guardians of the Galaxy,
Avengers, he's good.
Yeah. He'll probably be in the new Avengers, right?
Oh, yeah, he has to be.
He died, though, did he?
Yeah.
Spoilers.
Fuck off.
Like a year old. Go fuck yourself.
I can't wait for that movie.
Speaking of wrestling, I really want to go watch that movie about Paige. It looks like a really good movie. Yeah. The Rock directed it.
Oh.
It just came out. Is it
on Netflix?
It's the #1 movie in the UK right now. No, it's in theaters.
What's it called?
It's called Fighting with My Family.
Oh. It's
about Paige and her growing up in the UK, having to be a wrestler. And, like, did you know that, like, she's the youngest? Like, ridiculous. I know you probably don't even know her because you didn't watch wrestling, but, like...
I watched her porn. Not like that, I just wanted to see. It was trending on Twitter, and I tuned into Pornhub, and...
Dude, I had the biggest crush on porn. On Paige when that thing came out, and I was like, damn, that's wild.
I can't wait. There's so many good movies coming out. Toy Story
4.
I cannot
Little
wait.
Kids, stay away from the theater.
That's like my favorite
Keep your
Pixar.
children out.
Those are my favorite Pixar movies, the Toy Story franchise.
I remember when I went to see Incredibles 2 and I was sitting there like, dude,
fucking It 2 is coming out.
It 2.
I need a trailer for that to drop soon.
Is It 2 is that like the time when they all like met each other again and started fucking?
What?
Or was that in It 1?
What in the
like the book?
Oh,
like the original book. Like was that
I
like
think it's
when they
came
were
back.
adults?
Yeah, I think it's when they came back.
So is that going to be in the second movie?
I hope.
That would be ridiculous.
I mean, fucking, let's think plot.
That would. What other good movies are coming out this year? I feel like there's...
probably The Avengers.
I really hate
Captain
like
Marvel.
the Grammys and Oscars. I really hate them.
They're so dumb.
Like
people who deserve to win don't win.
What movie won Best Movie of the Year? It was something really stupid.
Or something?
Yeah. Like, I thought Black
I
Panther
never seen Green Book.
I never seen it. I guess I can't judge.
I think
but A Star Is Born is ridiculous. It was a great freaking movie.
I think it's because it's been made twice already before. I don't know.
Yeah, but like those award shows are just like
they're biased.
Like if you watch like the ESPYs, the people who should win.
I mean, for fuck's sake, Spike Lee just won his first Oscar.
You mean to tell me Spike Lee didn't win a Grammy for Do the Right Thing?
That's ridiculous.
Ridiculous.
That's one of my favorite movies.
It's a great movie. I remember I watched it for the first time in school.
R.I.P. Radio Raheem.
Yeah, I was just gonna say that. I swear to God, I was.
It's a great movie.
Yeah, Spike Lee should have definitely had an Oscar before this year.
He's an interesting fellow.
Did you see his reaction to when Green Book won?
Yeah,
he's pissed.
I would be pissed too.
He was pissed.
I never even heard of Green Book.
I know some people don't like the movie and they think it's overhyped, but I think for the culture, Black Panther should have won. just. Did you know Marvel won their first Oscar too?
That's ridiculous.
Was it for the? It was for Black Panther. Yeah.
Yeah, it was for best like visual something.
They also won best animated movie.
Yeah, for Spider-Man.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah. I wonder if Post Malone gets a part of that because his song
Sunflower
is a theme song. Post Malone should get half that Grammy.
Grammy?
Oscar.
He should have won a Grammy.
He should have won a Grammy. That pissed me off. He should have won Album of the Year.
No, Travis should have won Album of the Year.
No, not
he
Rap Album
won
of the Year. Album of the Year.
Oh.
Yeah. Travis should have won Rap Album of the Year. And Rap Song.
Not Rap Song.
They had who won Rap Song of the Year?
I think it was Childish Gambino.
Oh, yeah. Dude, he had to win it for that song. Not even for the fact that it was a good song, because me and you weren't big fans. It's a good song. It's just not a song that you listen to.
No. I don't.
It's kind of like the I'm Not Racist by Jordan Lucas, because he was nominated too. I think he should have won over Childish Gambino. That's just me. I thought that was a better song. Had a deeper meaning to it.
They all had deep meanings.
Yeah. They were both really deep songs, and it was really... Everybody was really pissed that Mac Miller didn't win.
I feel like they only put Mac Miller in because he's dead.
That's the only... That's my thing. I love Mac Miller, but he would have never been nominated
if he wasn't
if
dead.
he didn't die.
That's so shitty.
Like, people got to think about that. Like,
I hate when that shit happens. Like, when someone dies, they just start to get, like, the recognition they
now
deserved.
he'll never win a Grammy.
Right.
Think about that. He'll never win a Grammy now. Like, that was his only chance.
I mean,
I guess that's probably why they should have given. I thought
think
sure
Cardi
they were going
deserved
to
it.
give it to him.
Cardi,
she deserved it.
she deserved
If you're thinking about like the most grossing album, like probably the most people listen to,
Cardi B is so.
Who else was in that? Travis and Post Malone also could have won though.
I feel it. I don't even think they were in it.
I think Post Malone was.
I remember Post Malone
for
was,
Beer Bongs and Bentleys.
I seen Post Malone was up for. I forgot what category, but he was up for something. I seen it on Twitter. Then I watched it, and he wasn't even.
He was up for like 4 or 5 categories and didn't win any of them.
Rap song,
best
album.
rap song, best rap album, best album, best song. He was up for Rockstar was up for best song of the year. That's crazy. That was my favorite song out of them, but I guess I didn't really listen to that other type of music. It was a big day for hip hop. Hip hop really doesn't like branch out into like. That's why I was happy that Childish Gambino won, because like hip hop doesn't branch out into like best song of the year territory. Like,
That's
I
true.
think they said that was the first hip hop song to win best song of the year.
Really?
Yeah, which is crazy to me.
That is crazy.
Like, out of every single, how long has the Grammys been going on?
That was like the 90. It was something.
I mean, I guess hip hop's not that old, but you're telling me from like 1990 or whenever it started,
80s maybe, not even, probably the 90s. That's when they first started like getting
like when it really
recognition.
blew up, like with
Tupac,
NWA, Tupac, Biggie.
yeah, Wu-Tang Clan.
Nobody's ever won a Grammy for best song of the year.
That's crazy. There's so many great songs, hip hop songs.
And Cardi's the first female artist or female hip hop artist to win a Grammy.
That's ridiculous.
I can't believe Nicki Minaj has never won. I mean, me and you don't like Nicki Minaj, but I just can't believe she's never won a Grammy.
Yeah, she's been in the game for
like never. Not even for best hip hop album, anything like that.
She puts out good songs.
J. Cole's never won a Grammy either, which shocks me because he feels like the person that they would pick to win a Grammy. Like he feels like the people's pick. I like J. Cole.
I don't.
I
don't like. I mean, he's probably really cool and all, but I just don't like his music. It's too slow for me.
I like when that's what it is. When he speeds up a little, like on the beat, because he's such a good lyricist, it's ridiculous. But like when he has those slow ass beats, like you remember old J. Cole, like with
Is It Just that song
like
is
that, and then like the song where he's Wet Dreams. Wet Dreams is a good song.
It is.
It's just that last album. That last album was not good. I like a couple songs. I like Count It Up. Count It Up was a good song, and KOD was an okay song. But like other than that, all the songs are slow, and I don't like them. I like him featured on a lot with 21. Like his features that he's been on now, he's killing it. That's why I really started to like J. Cole. There's only a couple rappers I don't like.
Logic,
fuck you.
Russ.
I don't consider him a rapper, so
yeah, I don't either. I don't know what he is. I've never heard one Russ song.
I never will listen to a Russ song.
Ephraim listens to Russ.
Even Logic. I don't like him, but like, there's 2 Logic songs that I like. So, I like Gang Related, and I like that Suicide song that he made. I just like the message behind it.
I'm not a big fan of Chance the Rapper's music.
I love Chance the
Rapper's. I love what he does for our city and all. Like he seems like a great person. I don't.
Yeah, you lost me on that one. I love fucking Chance the Rapper. Everything he does, except for the cigarette smoking, but you gotta stop that shit. But the Nicki Minaj hater, no redeeming qualities about her. I mean, she has verses that are okay sometimes. When people try to say that she saved Motorsport and made it a good song, it pissed me off.
That's so stupid.
Because Take Off clearly has the best verse on Motorsport.
And that song was going to be a hit no matter what. With
the Migos and Cardi B, it was going to be a hit. They didn't need
that's it.
Nicki Minaj. I mean, I guess originally the song was Quavo and Nicki Minaj, and she was really mad.
It?
Yeah, originally it was Quavo and Nicki Minaj, and then she got mad because, originally she said, oh, we're going to put the other Migos on there. And she's like, oh, okay. And then they didn't tell her that Cardi was going to be on the song.
She needs to grow the fuck up.
I hate her.
These are grown... I hate when there's beef like that. Like, you guys are grown adults.
And then Tory Lanez, I fucking hate Tory Lanez.
Oh, he's annoying.
Yeah. He's going to say he's the best rapper in the world. And then when Dax makes a diss song, he says, everybody come diss me. And Dax, who's not even a big rapper.
Right.
I'm up and coming. He's a good rapper. I like Dax. But you're going to pull up on a guy who's not a gang dude. He's not a street dude.
He's just a rapper.
He's a rapper. And he didn't even disrespect you. Like, he didn't even say anything bad. The only thing he said about you that was, like, disrespectful probably is that you like to suck toes.
Right.
That's it. He literally destroyed you, and you didn't respond to him.
You responded like a bitch.
You responded like a pussy. Like, anybody who calls Dax a bitch for apologizing, when there's 6 dudes in the car, and they're literally just beat you up, or supposedly whatever happened, they jumped you, what are you supposed to do? Right. Are you going to be dumb and say, no, I didn't apologize? Boom! Shot! Just dumb.
I don't... I
like,
think
me and you love X, but, like, if you watch the video of him trying to struggle with the 2 guys pointing a gun at him, like, it doesn't make any sense. Like, when it comes to things like that, you're rich. You need to let your pride go aside.
Just grow up. Like, who cares what people say about you? Just focus on your music and make money.
Like, I love X, man, but it's a Louis Vuitton bag with $25,000 in it. Like,
it's
you have so much money, dude. It was rest in peace, X. Love X. But, damn. We said a lot of rest in peace on the show.
A lot of people that die.
Yeah, it sucks. It's people that we freaking love, too.
It's unexpected, actually.
19, 20 years old. He was 2 years older than us when he died. That's like, we're going to be his age when he died next year. That's crazy. It sucks listening to the music that he didn't finish that they keep releasing and stuff. Like,
that album that they dropped recently, I was just kind of like, what the fuck?
It was okay, but like, it's like he didn't finish the song.
You just don't drop it.
Like, I mean, I guess people are begging for more music, but like, he didn't fit. He, like, you could tell they're unfinished music. Like the song with him and Lil Peep that came out, and I don't even listen to Lil Peep, but that song's fire. But you can just tell it's not a finished song.
Bro, getting off the sad topic, did you see who Trippie Redd is dating?
No.
That Instagram model girl?
No, is she pretty or is she ugly?
She's pretty. She is fucking, just look at the, you want Trippie Redd's?
I'll go to his, what is it, Instagram?
Yeah.
Here, I'll go out here.
I think she was on Wild 'N Out.
Really?
But my God.
What?
You'll see.
So, Trippie Redd is ugly as shit. I don't understand. Like, his previous girlfriend, she was ugly as fuck. That makes
she looked like him.
But, like, Trippie Redd just... I love... Me and you love Trippie Redd, so we're allowed to talk shit, but he's, like, one of the ugliest people I've ever seen in my life.
Definitely.
Where is this at? On Instagram.
I'll pull it up.
On his Instagram, I just don't see that. Oh. No, that ain't it. This is not Trippie Redd. Whatever, you can find it. But Trippie Redd and speaking of that beef, the Trippie Redd and 6ix9ine beef, that was one of the most ridiculous beefs I've ever freaking witnessed in my life. Like, they just argued about the dumbest shit ever. That one time when 6ix9ine said, he said, that's why your brother died. And then he starts laughing, and Trippie Redd's like, what? What did you say? He said, that's why your brother died. And Trippie Redd said, alright, where you at? He said, I'm pulling up right now. Where you at?
How would you say that?
He's so dumb. Man, but that is fucked up. If somebody says on Instagram, they weren't even in the same state. One of them was in New York, the other one was in Cali. There's nothing they were going to do about it.
Jesus.
What happened?
I can't find it.
It's a nice Pizza Planet shirt.
Thanks.
When did you get that?
A while ago.
Oh. The Claw.
I got it from Target.
I can't wait to see that movie. I heard it's going to be really, really...
sad.
Really fucking sad.
It's probably going to make me cry.
What do you think, like, what do you think's going to happen?
I mean, it's just going to be...
What is your prediction for the movie that'll make it sad?
The end of my childhood.
It's got to be the last Toy Story movie.
It's going to be.
Dude, the third one I thought was such a good ending to the series, and now they're starting another one, so it's got to be good.
Tom Hanks said he couldn't even finish his fucking lines, like...
Dude, Woody's got to die.
No one's dying, Jesus Christ.
I bet Woody dies.
I think it's just gonna...
I bet Woody dies. That's my call.
I don't think people are gonna die.
You don't think so? You act like nobody's ever died in a Pixar movie.
It's just gonna be the end of,
They die in Disney movies all the time. Frozen started out with the parents dying.
Up.
Up. Yeah.
Finding Nemo.
You kidding me?
Parents
they die
dead.
all the time.
Dead parents.
Dude, I think Woody's gonna die. That's my prediction.
Or Buzz. Movie. I think Buzz is gonna fucking get blasted off into space.
By Zurg.
I think Buzz is gonna go live in space.
I think so. So like,
I think Andy's gonna fucking die.
How's That's crazy.
That's nuts.
Is Andy even going to be in the movie?
I don't know. Where the fuck is Andy at this point in his life?
If you remember at the end, is it going to take place? Is it going to be like a...
Because 3 was when he went to college, right?
Right, 3 is when he gave them away to the little girl.
So we don't know where he's at this point in his life.
He was trying to take Woody with him.
You know who's going to kill Andy?
Who?
Buzz.
Buzz. Kill Andy.
Nah.
The Spanish Buzz, or
what's that? The fucking kid's name from the first movie? Either one, Sid.
What if Sid and Andy get into a fight on the death over the dog? That dog's dead, right? That dog's dead.
Probably.
That dog could barely walk.
That first movie came out like the 90s, didn't it?
Yeah, how's that dog not dead?
It's gotta be.
That dog's dead. It's gotta be
Who cares about
it? It almost died in the freaking third movie. Did you see it? It was like
it was old,
like
bro.
An old fucker.
It was old.
I just want to know how far out the fourth movie is from the third one. Like, is it like...
He's probably going to be like...
Is it...
And he's probably going to have kids.
Is it the girl is going to freaking...
This podcast turned into a fucking Toy Story, like, Easter egg, or...
We just talk about whatever.
I think Andy's going to have kids, and he's going to give Woody and Buzz to Andy's kids, his little children. And then it's just going to...
But how's he going to do that? Because the kids aren't... Like, he doesn't have the toys anymore.
He'll find them.
What is the girl... What's going to happen with the girl Bonnie?
She's probably fucking teenage. She's probably old enough now to get rid of him. She doesn't want him anymore. She's going to give him back to Andy. Andy's going to give him to his kids. And it's just going to be a cycle. That makes sense.
And then Woody dies. Have you seen...
And then little
what is that little
kills
fork?
herself.
What is that little fork?
Forky? Forko?
Forky.
I don't know.
What the hell's his name?
There's a lot of new characters.
He says, I'm not a toy.
They start off
Woody's dying, I'm telling you.
Stop saying that.
He's going to die.
They start off in like a carnival or something.
I will cry if Woody dies.
Why the fuck would he die?
Dude,
He's a toy.
Have you seen the pictures of like the things, dude? He looks like he's like tipping his cap goodbye.
Saying goodbye to us. He's done. He's done with the movies.
He's gonna die, bro.
He's gonna hang himself.
Why else would Tom Hanks not be able to get through his lines?
Because it's sad.
It's like him saying goodbye to Buzz. And
he's been
like,
doing that shit for years.
Dude, somebody's dying.
Oh my god.
I think it's Woody.
Did Mr. Lotso die?
Yeah. I think so.
That's like the only death in Toy Story history.
The clown. I'm sure that fat fucker from Al's Toy Barn's dead.
Probably died of a heart attack.
After he realized Woody and all of his prized possessions
He probably fucking killed himself.
Oh, yeah.
Violently.
Because what are their names? Jesse and Bullseye and Woody are all gone, and Stinky Pete.
He probably private piled himself.
Dude, I'm not going to lie to you. I haven't seen past that part of the movie. I haven't seen the rest of it.
That's the only good part of the movie.
I've watched from that, like the beginning to that part where Private Pile kills himself. I don't even know the name of that movie.
Full Metal Jacket.
Okay.
What everyone watches up to.
Like, I haven't seen the rest of it.
Yeah, they go to Vietnam after that.
Like, we watched it in class, and that's what I watched up to. We watched it at Efren's house, and that's what I went up to.
Yeah.
Like, I've never seen
the rest of the movie. Because that's the whole movie right there.
Private Pile!
They just go to Vietnam, and then they, they talk, I don't know. They fucking shoot some people. There's a big fight scene at the end, and...
You know, it's a great movie?
What?
Saving Private Ryan.
It's my favorite movie of all time.
I love that movie.
When they're on the beach in the beginning, and he turns the guy over to get on the radio, and his face is gone.
Oh, God.
It's great. It's just great. It's a great movie.
There's a lot of great
because I love World War II. I love that era.
That's a great... that was my favorite thing to learn about when I was in class.
Oh, definitely. World War II.
I don't know why. It's just such an interesting topic.
So fucking interesting.
Like learning about Pearl Harbor.
That's a good movie.
Pearl Harbor's a good movie, yeah.
We watched that in 8th grade, bro. Can you believe that?
That's crazy. Just the stuff that you remember doing, watching movies like that. I remember 7th grade I had Mr. Harding and we would watch just whatever. He's like, this has a little something to do with what we're talking about. Might as well watch it, right?
I never had him, but he seemed really cool.
He was so cool.
Middle school was the worst 3 years of my life. I just had to put that out there. The worst.
It was elementary school is the best.
Yep.
It went down when we went to middle school, and it went back up smidgely when we went to
smidgely.
Yeah, like a smidge.
Yeah, high school. High
school was definitely better than middle school.
Like you said,
the freshman year felt like a continuation of middle school.
Freshman year was just really fast for me because I was so new to everything. And the school felt so big compared to senior year. It just was small. They renovated our school halfway, not even halfway. During the summer going into our senior year, they renovated the school. So it didn't feel like the same school I've been going to for 3 years, and it just sucked.
Our senior year?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It sucked.
It didn't feel like we graduated at the same school. I really wish they would have waited.
I felt like we transferred.
Yeah, it was weird.
It was all
remember
dark.
we walked in the first day and we're just like,
I was like,
this
whoa.
is cool, but like...
It wasn't the same.
We missed it.
Right.
So,
it wasn't the same.
I mean, it made our school a lot nicer, I guess.
But I liked it.
Yeah.
Better
it was
how
cool.
it was.
But for me, freshman year and sophomore year, they didn't fly by like that. Like, they took a long time because I played sports in both of them. So freshman year during basketball season, like, you'd have to go to school, go to basketball. It'd take long days. And then for sophomore year, baseball and basketball, sophomore year took the longest.
I remember that.
But sophomore year was fun.
It was. I remember you played basketball too, and I was just like...
That was a long year. And I wanted to play football.
Oh, we both wanted to play football senior year.
We should have.
I should have never quit
I really
football.
didn't want to play.
We wouldn't start. I guarantee we wouldn't start.
We could have.
We
would have had to. It would have been rough for them to just start random people. Like, I feel like they want to go with their people who've played.
It would take me a minute.
That's how it is at our school, though.
Yeah.
If we get a random kid that comes in from West who's better than everybody on the team, they're gonna not start him.
It's just a culture.
That's just how it is. Like, that's how most high schools are.
Yeah.
Like, other than like Trey going to West, but like Trey's a monster. So, and even he came off the bench when he first got there, I think. Yeah. So, it's just a thing you have to prove yourself within that team. Like, you did something at another school, sure, but like, that's not this school.
I wish we had good sports at our school.
Yeah,
it would have made it a lot fun.
We had LaMelo Ball playing.
It would have made shit a lot more fun.
Yeah, you just need one guy. Imagine going to school East when Ryan Boatwright went there.
He was good.
He was a beast when he was in college and high school. He's a national champion.
Yeah, he was.
I can't believe that team won the national championship. Like, they weren't even...
Shabazz, Napier.
Like, when Shabazz, Napier, and Boatwright are your best two players, that's kind of crazy. One of them's, like, a bench player in the NBA right now. And the other one's...
Not even in the NBA.
In Italy, killing it.
Man.
Yeah, it's more... That shows you right there that you don't need star players. It's a team game. You need a...
Yeah.
Like Loyola last year. Loyola, do they have anybody in the NBA? I don't think so.
They're all seniors, too. Like, the whole fucking team was seniors.
They're struggling this year because it's a different team.
Everyone's gone.
Yeah. It's sports like that are... Sports are wild.
They are. They can change so quick.
Like, that's why I've been rough on basketball these last few years, because it's been the same over and over and over. And this year I just have a feeling it's going to end the same way with the Warriors winning. So it's just...
They're like the fucking New England Patriots of basketball.
See, but the thing about the Patriots is they're in it every year, but they don't win every year.
They lose, yeah.
Like, the Warriors aren't going to lose. Like, as much as I want them to, and as much as I'm going to cheer against them, they're not going to lose.
I know.
It sucks. And I'm still going to watch the playoffs, because obviously the playoffs are the most entertaining stuff. Same thing with hockey. Then again, I don't watch the hockey playoffs unless the Blackhawks are in it.
True.
Yeah, it's... Football this season, because I think it was because the Bears were good for the first time of me remembering it, like being able to watch every game. Like, I watched so much football this year, like more than my entire life.
I watched a lot of football.
Like, I watched every single game.
We played fantasy too.
First 4 or 5 weeks, but I've played fantasy before, and I didn't give a shit. I just looked at my little stats.
Yeah, because you didn't really understand.
Red Zone's just the best thing. Like, you can see every single game at the same time.
And now that the NFL app just lets you watch like games for free, they stream like certain games, like games of the week and shit.
Yeah,
playoff games, like, it's crazy.
Technology makes things like crazy these days, man. Like, I feel like every single network has their own streaming thing. Like, wrestling has its own streaming thing. There's Netflix, obviously, but Netflix is a thing of its own.
Netflix is a power.
UFC has its own streaming thing. ESPN Plus, which I want to get because there's so many UFC fights on that. But,
yeah.
Like, the one coming up is on it. Derek Lewis and Junior Dos Santos. That's going to be a rough fight for Derek Lewis, I think.
You think?
Yeah, JDS is a monster.
He is.
Yeah, but I hope Derek Lewis can pull it out. It's a better matchup for him than Daniel Cormier.
No shit.
If Daniel Cormier somehow comes out and freaking fights John Jones at heavyweight and beats him, is he considered the greatest of all time?
I don't know.
I think he's got to be in the conversation at least. Because he's never lost anybody but John Jones. So if he redeems that one loss to John Jones...
But John Jones beat him twice.
Well...
He beat John Jones
once to the record.
I guess.
I mean, you can't take away that head kick. I've seen it with my own eyes, but according to his record, he's lost once.
Yeah.
So, which is fair.
Yeah,
it should have been a no contest. He failed a drug test. That's how it works.
It is how it works.
I think people are saying that the Ben Askren Robbie Lawler fight should be turned to a no contest.
Oh my god!
I'm like, are you kidding me?
He fucking choked him out.
I'm like, he went limp. You can see his arms go limp.
You can't go limp. Like, you just can't.
Like, and then they say Robbie Lawler gave him a thumbs up. I'm like,
where?
But your arm goes boom, and then when Herb Dean comes over and touches you because you give him a thumbs up now, you're still in the choke and you just went limp. He's not gonna be like, oh yeah, you could keep going. Like, that's why people get hurt.
Right, then if he doesn't stop it, then people are going to give him shit for, like...
the longer you... yeah, either way, he was doomed. He would have stopped the fight there. It was good. It was early. If he would have stopped it a little later, it would have been too late. Like, Askren was winning that fight, regardless. If he'd have kept the choke up. The thing was, I think, is what they were arguing is if Robbie would have lasted until the end of the round.
How many?
Because it was like 30 seconds, but I don't...
You're not lasting 30 seconds in a chokehold like that.
And he wasn't getting out.
There's no fucking way you're getting out.
I mean, unless it wasn't completely on there, tight as it could be, there's no way he was lasting 30 seconds. There's no way. I mean, Robbie's tough as shit, don't get me wrong, but if you're in a chokehold, you're...
It's gonna get like Ben Askren's chokehold.
Ben Askren has one of the nastiest chokeholds, and you're in it. Like, I'd freaking tap out in 2 seconds, so Robbie's strong for even freaking...
thick neck.
Not tapping out. Freaking...
I think we ran out of things to talk about for the night.
Yeah, how long have we been talking for?
2 hours.
Jesus. Wow.
Let's wrap it up.
Yeah, well,
thanks
for listening to our first podcast, guys.
Tune into the next one.
Yep.